fit and we say.
Oh wait, you gotta adjust someone's neck. Okay. Who has the best neck, according to Patty?
I want it. I need it. I need it. I don't want it. I need it.
Oh gosh,
my thing was hurting the whole time.
I can't wait to hear this. Shh.
Move your head. Yeah.
Relax. Oh! Oh my God!
That was a good one.
Some good.
I feel like I could jump over a building right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. You guys just got. Oh, I can't wait to snip that.
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
If we closed our eyes, out of all the women we've had on the podcast, who you think will look the best by voice?
I mean, that's hard for us to say.
Tati.
We know what they all look like.
Yeah, I think Tati.
Oh,
Tati has a podcast voice.
By their voice. If you close your eyes and you didn't know them, and you'd be like,
I don't want to answer this one.
No, the voice.
I don't want to answer.
No, he's saying.
Wait, why?
As a voice.
Patricia, you are thinking he's saying something different than what he's saying. He's saying by their voice who is the most attractive, not who sounds the best on the pod. Yeah, if you never saw
by their voice, I still think it's Tati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't answer this because I know what everyone looks like. So.
Yeah, same.
Nah. You can answer just by voice. Just think about just voice, not looks.
Who has the best voice?
I mean,
probably me.
And I'm not trying to sound wild, but Alexa had the best voice in my opinion. So.
Why is everyone
looking at me? I look at Brandon.
I'm like, well, he didn't want to answer.
Hey, don't do that Julian shit again.
That's hilarious.
I haven't listened to her voice. I have to hear it again.
I think
Zaid.
Not even by just attractiveness, but who had the best pod voice so far? I think it was Zaid.
Really?
Really? I think Zaid.
I texted her that. I told you guys in the thing, and I texted her separately. I was like, "Yo, do your thing," because it sounded lit.
Yeah.
I think if I had to grade them, I think Zaid, Alexa. We haven't had Pati yet, so I don't know.
Sounds good.
Then we have to go to Tatiana. Then we have to go to Danny. Sorry, Danny.
I think Tatiana had the best. She won't hear this. She said.
No, she don't listen to the pod.
Yeah,
it's all good.
I think best mic presence. I think was Tati. I think she had the most comfort on the pod. It seemed like.
Yeah. Really?
Jumped in
and see, I still Tatiana is really good, and of course I'm a little biased, but she still kind of surprised me with how good she did. But to me, the most natural, best sounding, and best flowing episode to me was Alexa.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted her on again.
Yeah. I can agree with that. But are you talking about who looks more attractive due to their voice?
I don't really care about the flow.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, who looks like their voice?
I've already said 10 times now.
If you close your eyes and you're listening, damn, that's a sexy voice.
We all know what they look like.
Or if we did a poll on IG and just blinked out the
don't you still have a little bit of imagination? I know you're 30, but do you have a little bit of it left?
You're 30.
And to me, Tatiana does sound different in person. I feel like than she did on the podcast.
I thought that's what you were going to say.
I think it's her cadence it changes when she's on the pod versus when she's not on it. Like her way she kind of drags a little bit.
Sounds like
it kind of gives a little bit more of a sex appeal kind of to it. So that's just my observation.
He says he's feeling sex appeal about Zach's fiance.
This is wild. I'm sorry to stir up any madness. I was just curious.
Oh, it's lit.
Okay.
But go ahead, Zach.
I think Brandon was just saying that because he was like, I think Alexa was the best on the pod. He's like, no, I think Tatiana was the best on the pod.
No.
I know you're saying that. I'm just joking. I thought that's what I'm saying. I thought Tatiana had the best mic presence and comfort.
Yes.
But Alexa's was super smooth too. And I think we just had really good content. Also.
With Alexa or
because we were talking about flight attendant stuff and we all shut up because we knew nothing on the subject.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I hope that happens today because we have a doctor on.
Yes, Dr. Patty. I don't know if you want your government out there, but we'll call you Patty for now.
Patty G.
Okay, Patty G. Well, first, welcome back to another episode of Saving for the Pod, here with the boys. And then, as I just said, special guest Patty G in the building. If you get your back blown out she's the one.
She's a chiropractor, guys. If you get your back blown out, she'll put it back together.
Yeah.
I got you guys. I got your back.
Yeah, literally, she got your back. That should be your tagline.
Show the
Patty G, I
These are
got your back.
Money hands.
The money makers.
But I mean, if you also want to get pegged too, she could do that. Just kidding.
I don't do that.
She's a doctor. So.
And if y'all got kids with tight muscles, they adjust babies too.
Yeah, babies and pregnant moms. You know, mom's gotta carry a lot of baby
Do you guys
weight.
do dogs?
I don't do dogs, but there are dogs chiropractor.
That sounds like
I didn't know y'all did babies. When I saw your Instagram story the other day of you cracking
a baby.
adjusting a baby, I was pretty concerned.
She's killing the baby.
I was like,
tell the story that you told me about adjusting the lower part of a baby and something that happened.
Oh, they poop a lot.
Yeah.
When they get adjusted?
So if you poop, if you adjust the sacrum, that's the last bone of your spine. If it's like misaligned a baby and we align it back, they can actually poop a lot or fart a lot and like release all this gas. It happens like right then and there too sometimes. Or when they go home and they just have a diaper full of poop.
Didn't you say that?
So you continue with your job?
Yeah,
with,
it's fun.
With a full,
so it's like you press a button in a baby's back and it's like shit activator?
Basically.
That's lit.
Don't give a baby to feel anytime soon. I can see the wheels in his head turning. Yeah, he's like, I'm about to have a kid in 9 months.
He's like,
Danny,
teach
watch
me
out.
that move.
Could you imagine like a crying baby? You're like, I need this baby to stop crying. Just rub his back and just.
All right, but I'm sure we have 1,000.
No, I had some.
Oh, okay.
What happened to that baby? You said there was a baby that had
Marshall.
pooped in like how long, and then
Oh yeah, or there's like a baby that comes in that he only poops when he gets adjusted.
He's bougie.
Yeah.
Like potty training him is gonna be incredible.
Yeah. But the baby that came in, she was like kind of stuck like this. So I kind of just adjusted the neck to like kind of loosen it up and let the mom like breastfeed on both sides because the baby was only stuck breastfeeding on the left side.
Jeez.
So it's like it sucks for the mom and the baby.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways.
When I
wonder if that's gonna make her left-handed.
I don't know.
When I first saw it, I was like, why do baby needs to get adjusted? Because I felt like their necks and back are just loose already.
Well, if you think about like giving birth, have you seen like a birthing video? What they
horrible.
do? They're like literally like pulling the neck or like have forceps or suction to pull.
Yo, I've seen a
So-
C-section. It is the worst. I was like, dang, what are you doing to that baby? And it's like,
Well, C-section's better than
But every time
vaginal.
But every time I see a baby, their neck is just like
But teen vaginal birth.
loose ass neck.
it's just loose ass neck, and
Not
I'm
the
like,
trauma,
what are you
yeah.
adjusting? The neck is already loose.
Adjusting isn't just getting people loose. It's you have to align.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you think about what does the back protect? Your nervous system. So you're more like controlling the nervous system more than the back problems. Because you're, S1, L4, L5, like
Don't
that's
know what
down
that
there.
is.
Those are your nerves.
Oh, I thought those were Mercedes.
Yeah.
No.
I
Guy I was
was
talking
The
to.
SL,
like, I was like your F1 and your 405.
the C63 AMG,
I-75.
the Nissan Maximus,
Yeah.
The S550.
the
Like,
Nissan Sentra.
But before we continue with more back stuff, let the people know a little bit about you, Patty G. Who are you as a person? You don't just adjust back.
Where does she hail from?
Yeah.
Patterson, New Jersey. Stand up.
Oh, God, no.
You guys' heroes are Fetty Wap and who?
Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz, the New York
Nigga
Giants
had-
Cruz with the
legend.
salsa dance.
Nigga
Salsa
had-
touchdown.
Folks had 2 good seasons. Y'all can't let that go.
He won a Super Bowl.
I mean, now he's a Crucci, right? Is he a Crucci?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore? I thought they got married.
Yeah, they broke up.
Oh, shit. I'm late.
I don't even know that either.
But no, so I go way back with the boys.
Way back.
Like, way back. Like, I work at the rec with them, serve them
Lived across the
tacos,
street.
live across the street,
Yeah.
live next to AJ's mom.
Yeah. But yeah, Taco Tuesdays at Uncle Julio's were lit because
They
of
were.
Patricia.
They were
Mm-hmm.
the best server in the game, huh?
I had my own waiting list.
Lit.
But y'all definitely hated us. Like, and I don't mean y'all as in like
The servers.
you and your friends that work there, but yeah, all the servers definitely hate the black people because we would go every Taco Tuesday.
Oh, that's the only time they would come because the tacos were $1.
Yeah.
So
This is also a Boca though. So.
and this is in Boca, and we're wearing a tie to serve people $1 tacos. I was kind of pissed about that.
Yeah.
And then nobody tipped, right?
Yeah, no one tipped.
Yeah,
me.
it's
We tipped.
Yeah,
But
you
probably
guys-
didn't make up
Because we
for
knew
the.
him.
yeah, but we were also college students, so you can't have.
I mean, you
both.
still
Yeah.
tip, bro.
I mean, we tip, but I can't get mad at a college nigga for tipping because he only going there for good, like dollar tacos. I
Yeah.
get it.
But I would
Same.
always I'd be on my Luki shit and over tip because we already have this stigma of not tipping us as in black people. And when I see these, and this wasn't on the list and we should have been talking about it, but we're going to talk about it now. When I see the niggas in Miami that's running out on bills.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's insane.
That shit frustrates me because it's like, damn, you hurting my pockets because now I feel even more obligated. I feel even more obligated to tip to put a good name for the rest of my good brothers and sisters. While y'all running out on bills.
Gonna lead double the bill.
See, but I don't feel that like niggas in Miami fucking it up, but at the same time, I feel like that doesn't happen without most times, regardless. Like, it doesn't happen.
Running out on the
spring break. I couldn't get.
But he's just saying that's like the extreme version of it. But like
spring
it
break
is
people aren't even like
so it's
they're
like
not from here.
Yeah, you know, like people down here tip pretty well.
Yeah.
But even in tips, I tip well now.
So what's your percentage? Like, what do you guys?
I tip 20%.
20.
Okay, good.
I mean, I dated a server, so I cannot not tip 20 now. But
I taught them well, guys.
But a part of me used to be like, well, I mean, I don't have to tip you.
Yeah.
But we get paid like $2 or $3 an hour.
That's not my fault.
Oh gosh.
And see,
that is an argument.
That's the truth.
I know, but that's how it's set up.
That's part of the problem, though, bro.
I understand that's part of the problem. I'm just saying this was my thinking.
But he's saying it's not his job to fix that.
It's not my job to pay you extra because you signed up for that. Like, I want to just pay for my food and bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I tip now. Even when I get shitty service, I tip because I understand that there's a wage discrepancy and they are treated like shit.
What do they used to call it? Weeded? Right?
Oh, when you're super busy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the weeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before I was
86.
just like, well, I mean, you chose to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
86 Phil.
Not only that, but it's like, just make an argument you could make is, hey, like, make restaurants have to pay.
Well, they do it in Europe. It's
what.
like that.
Yeah.
So Europeans don't tip because the servers over there get paid like not a salary, but like make like 10 or $12 an hour. Yeah. So it's not expected for you to leave tip in Europe, but in the U.S., like our hospitality and restaurant industry is way different. Like we live off tip. So
yeah, because you can have somebody roll in there and drop you a fat stack.
And not only that, like you are getting paid off, so you have to like give a percentage to the bar, and then that's based off your total salary of what you made that night. So if you have a table that run up their tab to like $300, but they only left you like X amount of tip, like you still have to split that 300 percentage to the bar, no matter what the rest of the tip pool is. So
you can go in the negs. You can go
on a table, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Or not even not negative, but like. It could be not worth your time. Basically.
Yeah, and
Hey man, it's cutthroat, but that's the American
give it up to all my
system.
servers. I show them a lot of love. Tip very well. You guys too.
I don't want to cut anybody off, but Patty, anything else you want to let the people know about you before we maybe get back into some of this back stuff? We got to get you to.
I don't like the way that sound either.
It's a bad stuff.
I don't like that. I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't like the way that sound, bro.
We got to get you to align somebody on the podcast.
Just some ASMR.
Yeah, some ASMR in the mic. Nice and.
Yeah, I volunteer.
Who has the best neck?
My neck is messed
Hey,
up.
yo.
Yeah, pause that.
We didn't.
Who got the best neck?
We like.
Brandon, like,
We've known Patricia for 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she tries if she's down here, she comes to my Thanksgivings or Christmas if I have people over. So
yeah, Patty, one of the
well.
guys.
I'm unofficially in the org.
I would say I was just about to say that you'd be like the first lady of the org.
Yeah,
if there was
I
one.
would say so.
Yeah, Patty tried to stay out. Patty tried to stay out the drama. She like hanging out. Well, sometimes she likes hanging out with us, but when we get to fighting, which we used to do all the time at FAU, I know you didn't like being around us that much. Like on the podcast, we're pretty tame. We don't argue that much, right?
We debate stuff and we just
but
you guys are a lot
never
better.
Been like back then.
Back then.
It was
we're also mic conscious and know we're being recorded, so we
Yeah.
don't say half the stuff that whatever.
Like the vlog days and all that, like we was arguing over the dumbest
Phil
shit.
on
And
the
like,
couch days.
Patty was one of my saving
This is
graces.
this is like what it used to be back in the day, just us sitting in a living room not around mics, but just talking to each other about whatever.
Arguing about creeks versus streams.
Creeks versus streams, anything you could think of.
Literally anything you think of. And
Phil would always run away though.
Yeah,
I didn't run away, bro, because I was sleeping on the couch. So I adopted
Phil.
I'm the type of friend that's like, I'm not gonna bite the hand that feeds me. So I get to a point where if we argue, it's past arguments. Now I'm trying to fight you. It's like I'm not finna sit here and argue for hours and hours. And these niggas just push and poke.
That's not true. You are the one that's trying to sit there and argue for hours and hours.
I'm not those like.
Bro,
you're the most disagreeable. We all know this.
No, but back then I was also a little bit more hostile. And at that time, you and Luke was way too much to handle. At that, like, in terms of once y'all get together, y'all like it's double trouble. Y'all try to gang up on me, and I'm like, all right, so I gotta leave, or I'm gonna be like, yo, stop messing with me, or I'm about to punch one of y'all niggas. And like I said, I was living on the couch.
Honestly, we be messing with you. Half the time it was you just.
They did double team you, but they did it to everybody. It wasn't like just one person. Because they did it to me a couple times. I'm like, all right, fuck this.
But in Phil's defense,
you also didn't live there.
In Phil's defense, I would have done the same more often. Like I would go to Patty's place because we were the same major. We'd study together, hang out. But she had a cat at the end of the day, which I was allergic to. So
definitely allergic to.
The cat
R.I.P. to
was
Salem.
The end of me and Patty's relationship.
No.
Because I like as soon as I stepped in, eyes just bloodshot red, broke out in hives.
Yeah, Zach would have to take a Benadryl.
Yeah, I couldn't stay at Patty's place like Phil would.
But it was good to get away because I'm like, we argue and I sleep on the couch. So it's like I'm always around y'all. So like I just get frustrated and be like, yo, Patty, I'm pulling up. And then I would just pull up so much. We just started watching, what was that show we watched together? Have like wine nights.
Masters of Sex.
And The Affair. And The Affair. And so like we go, it's like, there's my homegirls. Like,
I don't doubt that we were annoying.
Yeah.
But like Phil was just equally as annoying.
Yeah.
Like it was equally as annoying.
Oh, for sure.
That's facts. But Patty definitely is going to have some good streaming suggestions because like y'all said, you bonded over Masters of Sex. Me and Patty bonded over SpongeBob and Bob's Burgers. So
still my favorite shows these days.
That's what's up.
SpongeBob is still relatable.
Yes, very much so.
She was like a 1 minute walk. She would walk. She was like steps away, so it was easy to just go.
It was literally
hang out over there.
Yeah.
And like the rest of your friends were like our group of girlfriends or whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we need to break this down because they need to kind of know the dynamic. And I'm not trying to like bring anything up, but
yes.
No, I really wasn't. But now that now that you brought up the whole friends thing, because Patty, we had our guy group of friends, then Patty and her group of friends, we all got kind of intertwined. Like Phil started dating Patty's friend. We
were all friends before that too.
Yeah, that's true. But the ex that we brought up a couple of times in past podcasts, that was one of Patricia's friends.
I mean, still her best friend.
Yeah. And then Brandon and Patricia had a thing, which we won't spend too much time on. But it was a good time. Like I enjoyed seeing the love amongst the groups. We can move on. This was a nice conversation, and Phil fucked it up.
It's not the first time.
Before we get on to any other topics, wanted to bring something up. So we reached 1,000 downloads, so we're definitely super appreciative of everyone that supported us up until this point. 20 episodes, well, now 21 episodes in, but to do something special for y'all, since y'all have been so supportive, we wanted to do a little giveaway.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to give away 2 different $25 Cash App donations, I guess, to your Cash App box or whatever you want to call it, because they're not gift cards, but we're going to Cash App 2 different people, $25. We'll put all the rules on Instagram. We're going to post this. So by the time you hear this, it'll all already be posted on Instagram. But definitely, I don't even remember the rules off my head. Do you remember them?
So it's two chances to win. You have to follow us on Twitter or Instagram.
What if you don't have a Twitter?
We're going to pick a... So that's yeah.
Does it rule you out?
No, if you don't have a Twitter, just enter on Instagram by following us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're want to get both of our fan bases. What else we got? You have to follow Sif Pod. It's on Instagram or Twitter. Like the post, and then put that post on your story, or retweet it.
Or your reel
if you're on Twitter. And yep, that's how you enter. And then reply with your favorite podcast moment. So no one cheat and put moments from this one. Try to remember back to other ones, and then put your favorite moment.
But yeah. $25, it's yours. That's all you got to do. But anyways, moving on. So something that Patty wanted to talk about was people that get their vaccines, their COVID vaccines, Krispy Kreme is now giving out free donuts, which is super lit.
Who's getting what?
I mean, it's lit, but the fact that they're offering a donut every day for that person.
Why'd you just look at me like I was crazy? That's super
because
lit.
Wait,
It's
wait.
If you have the vaccine, it's
every
lit.
single day of your life?
No, just for the year till like
Yeah.
the rest of this year.
So you can go in and get a free donut every day, but
That's
They-
so
they want you
HIPAA
to
like.
get that.
hypocritical.
It's no,
How
it's
is that
hypocritical.
hypocritical?
HIPAA violation.
No,
Yes.
I'm saying it's hypocritical. Is that, I said that
I was
right?
gonna say HIPAA
Hey,
violation.
he's
I
being
was.
Brandon. Not Brandon, but Brandon Marshall.
Oh,
Did I not say that?
Say what?
Hypocritical?
Yeah, but I was gonna say HIPAA violation. Like they have
Yes.
no right to actually look up whatever you go through in your health world.
I don't think they look it up. I think you have to
You
show.
know, well,
You have a vaccination card.
You have a vaccination card, but like
But I don't think that's HIPAA violation.
it is. They're not allowed to ask you for something
I don't
without
think-
an informed consent.
Yeah.
I know showing it is an informed consent. Like, here, I'm showing it to you, but I feel like that's still like people who don't.
What if it's like an ESA? Like, are you vaccinated? Yeah, I'm
Is it-
vaccinated. Okay, here's a free donut. Like, you don't have to show them nothing.
I
like,
think you do have to show your card.
Yeah, I think there was something saying there's a card or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nah.
But
bro.
I think it's still Like, I don't think they're gonna be like. I don't think you go up to the table or the counter and like, oh, I'm here for my free donut, and then they're like, oh, you. I think it's just here's my thing. I want my free donut.
You know why I'm here.
Yeah, you know I'm here.
Well,
But-
I still
But
well,
if you're getting the vaccination for free donuts, you
but
think
that's
you're
their
priority.
that's their move, and I just
I
feel
guess
like
this is weird.
it's hypocritical, like Phil was saying, because
HIPAA and hypocritical.
because like we all know the chances of dying from COVID, and one of them is obesity and eating a donut every single fucking day because you know there's gonna be those fat ass Americans.
Or that
I'm
is
sorry, I
free.
don't know if I can curse, but these freaking Americans are gonna eat a donut every day because that's how our world is. Like, like almost
I don't-
45% of America is obese.
I don't agree with that. I eat Taco Bell and I lost 40 pounds. Hey,
Yeah,
shout
but
out to
you're not
Taco
the-
Bell.
you're
I
not
really
No,
love it.
What are your
I don't
sodium
approve of this
levels like?
message.
Actually, my blood pressure is really
He's trying
good.
to
It's
be-
the
he's
best
trying
it's
to
ever
take on
been.
the Ocho.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say you trying to be like Papa John's eating 40 Taco Bells in 40 days.
Or like the McDonald's.
Nah,
guy.
bro.
You've been trying to eliminate nigger from your vocab.
No, he's been trying to learn Spanish.
I personally
He's
He's
just
been eating at
don't.
Taco Bell to learn Spanish.
I don't really like companies that like
Compounds.
I don't like companies that kind of favor people that got the the vaccine shot.
Yeah, because this is pushing an agenda, basically.
Yeah.
Are you
Like,
guys
I
gonna-
want a free donut, but
Are
I
you
don't
guys
want to
getting
get
the
a vaccine. No.
I got mine already.
You got
You're
both
halfway,
doses?
right?
I'm Johnson and Johnson gang one and done. You feel me?
So
67% effective. Man.
Hey, that's all I need.
Two out of three. That's a good shot.
I heard they were doing it to all the black people.
They are.
Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
because it's one shot.
Yeah.
It's a one shot. Yeah.
And it's less, so it's less money also.
Yeah, it's one shot, and they
That one is sketchy
Yeah.
then.
Honestly, I didn't get
Tuskegee.
it.
Tuskegee.
I didn't get this
Zach
for.
Tuskegee.
I didn't get this for like my benefit. This
It's
is
just baby shit. It's no tear baby shit, but they just injecting in it. You're good now.
I don't trust them niggas after the whole baby powder thing.
This is just for everyone else's benefit. Like I know I'm
Yeah.
Gucci. Like I don't think I'm gonna catch COVID and like be out like that. But again, it's just for everyone else's safety. Like okay, you're vaccinated. I feel safe to be around you. That's all.
But you can still carry COVID when you're vaccinated.
as
do you
long
feel
as
safe?
I feel good, bro. I've been feeling good.
No, he said, do you feel safe?
Do I feel? Yeah, I feel safe. I feel good.
So like
I
you feel
all the above.
safer if we were all vaccinated, is what you're saying?
No. That's what you were asking?
That's what you just said.
Oh, do I feel safe being around y'all? Is that what you're asking?
Well, no, you said you did it for everybody else and you feel safer around vaccinated people. So I'm asking.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying I got vaccinated for everyone else's benefit so they feel safe being around me. That's what I'm saying. I
Fuck
feel
everybody
safe. I
else.
feel safe around everybody. Like I'm good.
Man,
I
skip
built up
everybody
calluses
else.
in my body like Ocho
Hit your chest.
Then why you had to take it in the first place if you got them calluses?
because my job wanted me to. That's why.
You see, and I also think that's messed up as well. I feel
But
like
I'm-
jobs shouldn't be
They
forced to
want
get-
it, but
I'ma
they
be
didn't
wor-
demand.
I'm gonna be working around kids, so that's why.
I work around kids and a lot
Aren't
of
they,
families.
Aren't kids low risk though compared to like? Is
Yeah.
it? They're
Spreading
lower
it.
risk, right?
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah, they are low risk.
Yeah.
They have a better immune system than most people.
But
'cause
like,
they're not
but like to
ingesting
spread it to
Krispy Kreme
adults.
donut every day.
I mean, if you can get a Krispy Kreme donut every day, you might get.
But they're like the perfect catalyst, like to like send it in. The kid catches it and brings it into an environment.
into
he
a-
may
yeah.
not show any symptoms, and then
Right.
he can transmit it to elderly people, parents, and all that.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying.
Although I'm
The
against
kid may
it,
be all right, but there's still a lot of kids that are developing like diseases afterwards, like effects
Or
having
long-term
side
effects.
Yeah.
I mean, these kids are fatter nowadays, anyways. Honestly,
You think so?
they are.
They've been thickening up.
Obesity rates in children are their highest in
the
I think
world.
in history.
Yeah, in the U.S.
They're the highest right now, and like
Actually,
kids.
it's in U.S. and Mexico.
You're seeing more kids, I think, ages 8 to 12 with type 2 diabetes than any time in history.
But I also really think that, I mean, you're. Never mind. I was gonna say something I knew I was gonna have to cut out.
Fix the thing. Just push it.
Might as well just say it and cut it out because I kind of want.
No, because I hate having to find the part where
He's
I need
the editor.
to cut it out. Yeah.
Feels like I don't care. I'm not doing any work.
He's the editor.
I just show up.
But I feel like I don't see that many chubby and obese kids in Florida. I feel like it might be more of a middle America thing.
Yeah. I mean,
go to the Midwest.
Yeah, we live down in South Florida. Like, I have my friends that visit me from down, like up north or from Georgia, and they come to Florida. Like, why does everyone like look fine? Like, everyone's like in shape. Like, care us how they look, pay for health. Like, everyone. I like living in South Florida because I can definitely say it makes me more healthy. Like, I work out every day. I don't know. I just have more energy.
Can't get fat. It's too hot.
Yeah, you care more, and it's an appearance thing all year round. I'm telling you, go where you hibernate all winter.
But you can't get too fat, Brandon.
Yeah, you can.
You can, but like if you don't go outside.
I just hide it very well. I got pretty fat.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying.
Are you attacking my dog, AJ?
I'm not saying. I'm saying that people in general can't get too fat down here. I mean, they can.
I'm
just joking.
No, my family's kind of fat, bro. Like kind of big.
But I want to backtrack this to just say that instead of promoting Krispy Kreme donut, I feel like COVID should have been used to promote like health, like exercising more, taking vitamins, nutrition, taking care of yourself. And I feel like it's going the complete opposite way.
That's not going to work.
That's because if you promote that, you're going against Big Pharma.
Yeah, no, we are. And sadly, that's where we live in.
Big Pharma runs shit in America. $1 billion industry.
And like
big businesses in general.
Yeah, that too.
But Big Pharma
and like,
especially. Big
Pharma, then all these fast food chains. But I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I'm not against the vaccine. I'm not going to personally get it because I feel like I've been healthy and fine and I've been living my life. Socially distancing and wearing my mask, but I've been fine. I haven't gotten COVID.
So I know you like to travel. If they say, because some places are already like saying, or some airlines are saying, in order to travel, you have to have your vaccine.
Then I'm making a...
I don't...
Get a car.
I don't think that's
legal. Driving everywhere.
I don't think that's legal. I don't think airlines can do that, no?
Not yet, but it's in the works.
Well,
if they pass a law about it, then yeah. But right now, probably not, because it'd be a HIPAA violation. Like
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I feel like this is about to be a... Did anybody watch Black Mirror?
Yeah.
I feel like there should be a COVID edition of Black Mirror.
What's that Tom Cruise movie? Where they predict the crimes you're gonna do.
Mission Impossible.
No, shut up.
Something report.
Minority report.
Oh yeah.
That's what they do with all the screens.
Oh yeah.
What's happening?
Zoom in here.
If it gets to like, all right, now they know all this information about you, and they're gonna start predicting stuff. Like,
yeah, the precogs. There was the 3 of them. 3 precogs.
Well, all I know is I've never had a warm Krispy Kreme before, and this definitely motivated me to get a warm.
Wait, you've never had a warm Krispy Kreme?
Nah.
Bro, how you been eating your Krispy Kreme?
Cold as hell.
I feel like he doesn't.
There's like
that much.
you can download the Krispy Kreme app and actually it'll let you know when it's warm and you can drive there. That's how fat we are as a country. I just want to say that.
But
that's sad.
If you've never had a
they don't
warm
even have the
Krispy-
best hot donuts. Like Doug Donuts is way better.
No. The Krispy Kreme?
Krispy Kreme is
Yeah.
Not at all. Dunkin' ain't
Fresh
fucking
donuts? No, and I didn't say Dunkin', bro. I said Duck Donuts.
Oh, Duck. I thought you said Dunkin'.
I don't really like all those.
You didn't like Duck?
salty and all that, salty donuts.
But you don't like
Duck
sweet.
donuts.
Bro. I'm talking about Duck Donuts.
But I would devour all those. I don't really like those.
What's the difference between Krispy Kreme and Duck Donuts?
Krispy Kreme just tastes better to me. Like just a
No,
regular
I'm just saying
glazed
because
donut.
Yeah, but they're both usually made fresh. That's the point I'm talking about. You can just get a
They're
regular.
probably made fresh, but I still prefer
Yeah.
the Krispy Kreme over that. And I'm not a big sweets guy, so like for me to even say that is just I eat the goddamn Krispy Kreme donut.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm definitely motivated to get a warm donut. So
Warm
I might try this weekend to get one. But moving on to what's next on the thing. So unfortunately, now that the country is starting to open back up, and Dave Chappelle alluded to this, that the best thing about COVID was keeping all the I forget what he called them, but the shooter whites
Oh.
at home, so they not shooting shit up, but people get a little bit of freedom and the mass shootings start happening. What's y'all take on it?
I mean, I'm a little scared just because I feel like everyone's mental health has gone down the drain because of COVID. So who knows what's about to happen now that things are opening back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's still on edge. You know what I'm saying? With the a month ago, there was a video, home surveillance of a couple was arguing with their neighbor, and neighbor just unloaded on them.
Was that the snow one?
Yeah,
that was
and then
insane.
He went back in the house, grabbed his AR, and came out and just finished him off and said, "You should have shut your mouth."
But they also started shooting at each other first.
No,
they didn't shoot at them.
No, he did. He brought out the pistol. Remember, he brought the pistol, shot him, went back in the crib, grabbed the AR.
Phil, the people who got shot didn't shoot at him.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying the guy with the AR.
But you just said they started shooting at each other.
Arguing.
Arguably, roll the tape back.
No, you just said shooting.
I know I said shooting. I meant arguing.
Yeah, they were arguing back and forth, but that doesn't say kill each other. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
That
they were arguing at him. That justifies everything.
No, I'm not saying it justifies anything. I'm saying in this crazy world, we got to pick our battles, right? And the thing is, if you're arguing with somebody, I'm not even gonna say common sense because that can be offensive. But if they go in the house,
no, he didn't go in the house. He had it on him.
He had it. Yeah,
he had it on him.
He came back.
If you didn't watch the video, don't talk.
I watched the whole video. He put the pistol.
Phil's the one that sent it.
Yeah,
Bro, what are you talking about?
He went in the house.
Bro, he shot. First of all, they argued. He pulled out the gun before he shot them, and they was still arguing with him. And not to mention, the niggas like, I'm finna shoot y'all, and they arguing, right? And niggas like, you ain't gonna do shit with it. Man got a gun in his hand. Then he shoots you. He's a bad shot, but he hits you a couple times, and y'all stay outside. He goes in the house.
The lady fell on the ground.
The lady
and then
fell,
the dude was running away because he had hot lead in him, bro. He was in shock.
I understand.
Bro, you get shot. Like, you got hot lead in you, bro.
The sympathetics kick in.
Like, you...
Fight or flight kicks in, too.
Yeah.
You don't stay outside
yeah, but
when
he
he goes
probably
in the
couldn't
house.
believe it. Like, I just got hit. I got hot lead. Because you see him like... and he's like... Then you realize I got shot, and he tries to run away after that. He didn't know what hit him. That's what it looked like. He didn't know what hit him. And she falls immediately on the ground. And then he's running, and he falls on the ground. And then the dude goes back in the house. People coming down the street, and they're trying to help the people. And then they say, he's like, y'all get out of here. And then they see him coming out the house with the AR-15.
He got the AR, so
then he walks up to the good lady, douche, should have shut your mouth. Then he goes up to the dude who's out of frame, and he goes up to him and blasts him away.
I watched the whole multiple times.
Bro,
y'all couldn't believe what I was watching.
Sick,
I watched it multiple times.
Phil stays sending
never even
videos
watched
of people getting shot, and I be wanting to block Phil because I can't watch that shit, bro.
I'm desensitized to it.
I don't know
That's
how,
so
bro.
bad.
Like, that shit,
It is
I'm
bad.
not trying to see that
on,
shit.
like, CNN and everything.
All right,
you know,
don't
they
mean
put on
everybody
that
else in the
repeat
group
all
want to
the
see
time.
that shit. What you mean?
But at the same
I thought
time,
you were
I
gonna
mean,
go
like
somewhere else
subconsciously, you're putting these type of things in your brain, and like it's in there.
I mean,
It's
when you
just, like,
turn on the
shouldn't be watching
TV and
it.
on every news station, you see a black dude getting shot all the time. You get desensitized. Like, unless you
Yes,
just totally
that's
turn
right.
it off. It's on every social media platform.
facts.
It's literally
And
on every news outlet.
I never
Fox
watch
News,
it.
CNN, anywhere. Local TV stations be showing this.
And I literally, one, I don't watch news on TV, but when I see it on social media, I scroll past. As soon as I see someone getting shot, close the video, keep scrolling. I'm not trying to see that shit
I
at
watch
all.
it every time.
But then
Multiple
okay,
times. Bill, you're weird though.
Yeah, you're.
I'm
you're
desensitized to it, so
not
I
even
watch it, and I'm like, this.
But do
messed
you
up.
enjoy it?
No, that's weird.
Okay,
Okay,
the way you like, I
but you
watch
say-
it every
you say-
time.
You say you don't want to see that, but then you go and watch an action flick where they're blowing people's heads off and stuff
Bro,
like
'cause
that.
that's not
Granted,
real.
it made. What if that video's not real? How do you know? How do you really know? Does your mind literally say, okay, like this isn't real, or you're actually seeing this thing? Like, because,
Wait, what's your
I don't
question?
mind that.
like, I'm saying, like, you have your conscious mind that sees it, and you know that it's fake, but it's subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? Like, what
No,
the
but-
effects is doing. Because he's watching this. He's saying he's desensitized, but it's having an effect on him. Whether he wants to
For me?
admit to,
Yeah.
yeah, it's having an effect on
Yeah,
him.
it just turns me cold.
Yeah.
It makes me a very like a
Yeah,
lot of
but
times
because
I
it
don't
makes you
have,
cold-
I'm not super like remorseful.
But everybody's-
I don't connect a lot with emotions.
But I don't want to see that shit. I don't know how AJ feel. Like clearly, I think y'all two probably on the same page.
Well, I'm just saying,
I
what's
feel like
the difference?
Luke-
You're seeing blood and guts and all that. Like,
because
and
one I know is real and somebody's possibly losing their life.
Yeah, that's true. You can separate fantasy from reality in movies and stuff, but
Yeah.
I watch it also as a like a what not to do. Like I kind of watch it from a weird angle, like because a lot of times they'll show these things and I'm like, all right, what would I would have done?
Phil be watching these things like, how can I blame this victim?
No, I watch like what
Yeah,
in
what-
that
but
position,
even-
what could I have done different?
Oh, okay.
Or is there
Because that
anything
kind
I
of sounds
coulda
like, I was like, what did they do? Oh,
No,
they
no,
messed
no,
up there. I'm
no.
definitely not doing that.
No, I'm watching
That's
the
what,
analyze.
but that's what you did. That's what you said
Yeah,
on
but
this.
you never know, like, what, like,
Yeah.
these people don't know, like,
You
they
don't
just kind of
know.
know. Where, like, they were grocery shopping, literally
they've
getting
probably never been in this
deli
situation.
meat, cereal bars, and they were getting shot at. Like, that's insane. Like,
Yeah,
people
but-
don't know how. What do you learn from that? Like,
That's
what happened in
that's
Colorado? That was so
wartime
sick.
situations. Like,
Yeah.
even soldiers
You don't learn
don't
nothing. I'm
even-
talking about like specifically like incidents with the neighbors that got killed.
Yeah, but
like,
that's what I'm saying. You're
like-
like you started off with like blaming them. Like they
Yeah,
should have went in the
it's
house.
their
That's what you
fault.
said. Not that that dude
No, I'm
shouldn't have shot
saying-
him.
I'm saying it could have been avoided if they would have been more conscious that maybe this dude is crazy. And you don't like I'm
Yeah.
saying you can't take people for granted. People are crazy.
But you never.
And they pulled
you
out a
never know.
gun and you didn't run. Like that doesn't register with me. Like if I see a gun and I don't have a gun, I'm
Yeah.
gone.
Right.
Especially if he's walking towards me with his gun shooting it.
Right. Correct.
They just chilling like you ain't gonna do shit. Pop, pop, pop. Like, oh
they
shit,
were
you
in
did
shock.
Yeah,
shit.
but still.
So it's like,
the
I'll-
dude shouldn't have shot him, and you're like, yeah, like
I'm
they
not-
messed up. They should have ran.
He shouldn't have shot him.
They did
And-
mess up. They should
It's
have
like,
ran.
it's like a
But
it's like a deer in headlights, bro.
Yeah.
Like I done seen people pull guns and niggas just freeze. Everybody just freeze. Like
Yeah.
like the time stopped for a
I'm not
second.
saying I would think that I would, but I'm not.
but
I don't expect that with everyone. So I'm not gonna be like, they messed up. They should have went inside.
I mean, you can think that. Is that wrong to think that? I think that's a logical thought process.
Just like
No, it's
Zach
not- I'm not
can
saying that it's not
distinguish
illogical,
between
but it's-
fantasy and reality. There's a lot of people who cannot distinguish that.
I
Like, you know
can,
what
but
I'm saying?
I've had-
and they
I've-
have that's why they fantasize about doing this stuff.
Yeah. Well, I've been in the group that got shot at, bro. So
Right,
I've
so-
seen like in
right.
the first thing that I did.
Maybe that was their first time.
Right.
Maybe that was their first time. Maybe they had no
Maybe.
clue.
I
There
don't know.
wasn't the group flight that happened when people got shot when you were with. Because when you're out and people start shooting, everyone runs.
What you mean? Wasn't a group flight? Everybody ran.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In the situation when there's neighbors, it wasn't like there was multiple people. Oh, we heard a gunshot. We're running.
Yeah.
So that it's a different situation, and they may have never been in front of a gun or whatever before. You know.
Yeah. So I'm not saying I watch it from those angles. Like, okay, is there trends or is there like triggers that I can see? So like
Mhm.
when I watch these videos, I'm watching like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. But let me like take my emotions out of it. Let me take my
Just
hand out.
analyze the
I just look
situation?
At it.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, all right, what could have been different?
No, I feel like I do the same thing too. If
Yeah.
I'm doing, but I don't. That's not like my first reaction. That's not like, all right, this is my purpose with watching this video.
Yeah, I'm like,
Well, no, because I've seen so much violence and I'm from violence. So, like, I've already was desensitized to violence. So, seeing a more violence, just like, all right, don't really do nothing
But
to me.
there's also people who run and people who actually fight, and it's just their thing is to attack rather than to
Yeah.
run. Where you may run, some people may try to jump and stop the shooter,
True.
stuff like that. So it's like it's give and take.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't.
And
me
then
personally,
those
I
people
wouldn't
find themselves in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been on both sides
In action,
of it, bro. Like,
in action.
I've been shot at. I've had the police point a gun in my face. So, I've seen from both sides.
Mhm.
Like, I've had a gun pointed in my face and I'm like, oh, shit, this shit real.
Yeah, same
Let me
in
just-
Boca. When
yeah,
I had my
let-
laptop,
yeah.
I was doing my homework.
I'm like,
Did
so
you
let me.
run?
Nah, I was like, nigga got a gun
Yeah.
in my face. Let me just do what they say.
Yeah, I just chilled.
You just chill. But even in that,
It's
even in that
weird.
instance,
It's because
like,
you're not chill, but you kind of chill. You kind of
it's
not
weird.
relaxed, but
But it's
weird.
like a thought process came in my head where I was just like, all right, let me just make sure I'm straight.
yeah.
And Patty, did you have a take?
Huh?
I said, did you have a take on this?
Yeah, but look. Wait, you have a take. Don't forget that. You
Okay.
just said that when the neighbors pulled out a gun, you would have ran. You didn't run when the cops pulled the gun out.
Yeah.
Cops is totally different.
It's different,
Cops
but
is
but
totally
still, but you
different.
know that same. But I'm saying, imagine the feeling you were feeling, because I felt that same
Yeah.
feeling too. I was like, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. They probably felt the same way too. Like, oh, okay, now let me just not move too fast or do anything or whatever, or
Maybe he's
maybe
not gonna
maybe
shoot
try to
me.
talk him down or something. You know, like that could have been their thought process too. Where you're like, and I can see you definitely doing that too. If someone that is your neighbor or whatever pulls a gun out, I can see you trying to talk someone down.
No, not if we arguing. The fuck? No,
okay,
but no,
it
y'all
depends.
don't. Though again, if we arguing, if you got a gun or nothing, like I'm very like, especially if you not law enforcement,
Yeah.
you pull out that gun, you gotta kill me. You better kill me.
Right. So you're not running in that instance. What are you doing?
I'm running,
Oh,
but he's my neighbor.
okay.
So he better kill me because
Yeah.
now I'm coming back for you.
Right. Okay. I
I'm
see what
not
you're
giving.
saying.
I'm not.
I thought you were
sitting-
saying in that moment, like,
No,
okay, I'm gonna attack him.
I'm a
with this
very
gun.
not like when we like y'all see me in confrontation. I don't sit there and argue for hours.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yeah.
Phil, yeah. You dig your trenches.
Which
and
bro,
you
with
dig
y'all
them deep.
niggas.
Yeah.
With niggas I don't like. I'm not.
It
familiar
depends
with.
on the situation, but I've seen you
It's
argue
such-
for hours at LA Fitness. I've seen you
Yeah.
argue for hours in the reg with people playing basketball in different situations.
For hours. You haven't seen me argue for hours.
Well, like for two, maybe not hours, but like for 2 and 3 games, guarding the same person, going back and forth.
The dude I argue with, what did I tell him, AJ? I was like, bro, I will beat your ass. And
Yeah,
he stopped arguing
the
with me
kid.
after that.
Yes, the kid.
Yeah.
That's a different
I'm
situation.
not. That's not back and forth.
Huh?
I don't. Who else did I argue with? That wasn't a back and forth.
I wasn't
back
talking
and
about
forth.
then, obviously, because I'm not gonna.
No, but I'm saying like
You
in
fucking
confrontation, I'm very like, all right, we either gonna go or it's not gonna be nothing.
Yeah.
And I felt like in that situation, that wasn't the attitude.
kids. Yeah.
And I think they took him for granted. I don't take nobody for granted. And I think and so watching that video, that's just more reiteration. Like people are crazy.
You didn't mean. You're meaning you don't underestimate people.
I don't underestimate. I don't underestimate people. So it's like when I watch that video, I'm like, all right, yeah, I don't trust people enough to be
Same.
like, give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Because that benefit of the doubt can cost you your life.
All right, Patricia, what you got?
I mean, I try not to look at that stuff, so it's a little bit
Yeah.
different. But I did watch that video, and I didn't have that take. Mine was like, I felt bad what was happening, because I'm a girl, so I think differently. So I'm not sitting there analyzing, like, breaking it down, the situation, like you do. But it's just crazy. I think there should be I'm pro, like, having some gun restrictions, some gun laws put into place right now, just because everything that's happening. I'm not trying to take away this open concealer for people. I don't want people to freak out, or, like, that's the argument that's about to happen right now.
You're not trying to offend
Yeah,
your
but it was
Georgia
kind of
friends?
like it was also weird because not weird, but 10 days after they repealed that law is when this happens.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like hand in hand.
And he bought it like 6 days before the
You
shooting.
saw it
Yeah.
right after the gun gun restriction was.
Even
Go
the one
into-
in Georgia, too.
Well, go into detail about the law so people know what you're
So
talking
I
about.
don't know too much detail about it. I just know that they banned AR-15s in that city.
Being able to
Somehow.
buy,
Maybe
purchase them and
yeah,
stuff
buy
like
and
that.
purchase or whatever. What was it you said?
I think it's like buy and or purchase from different stores.
And it was like up
or
for 2
immediate.
years before a court deemed it unconstitutional, and then that was 10 days before the shooting happened, and then the guy bought the gun 6 days before he went and killed those people or shot up the grocery store.
So my thing about you guys not watching it, I like to watch it. It's not that I like to watch it, like I like to see people die. I'm clarifying what I'm saying. I'm saying I like to watch it to see what can happen. I know it's like, okay, just going to the grocery store. Like, you're taking that for granted if you're just going there thinking that nothing can happen. Like, whenever I walk in, I'm like, okay, if something happens, I know where I need to go. I
But
know where
that's
to
not how I
exit.
want to
know
live
how
my
to-
life, though.
It's not how you want to live life, but it could save your
It could
life.
save
you
your
know
life,
what
yeah.
I'm
Yeah, so
saying?
you're telling me now that you're going to walk into Publix, you're going to look for every emergency, like, exit, run this way, run that way.
No,
Like,
I
but
already
like
do
in
that.
our schools down here, they walk through the hallways and shoot fire off blanks with the kids in the classrooms to let you know, like, those are scenarios that could happen. What are you going to do in that moment?
Yeah.
So that you have to know what to do, because it's an epidemic.
Yeah.
It's a pandemic of its own. You know what I'm saying? You're not safe. You are really not safe. If you think about it, you're really not safe. Somebody has a bad day, as that the sheriff said. Somebody can have a bad day and shoot some people,
Which is wild.
and you can lose your life.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, you're in a
me-
different
me-
situation right
me
now.
watching that isn't gonna save my life.
No, it's
Yeah.
You
making
being
you
aware saves your life.
It's
yeah.
Making you
it's
But
like
aware.
I don't
It's
think that-
situational awareness.
it can.
Thank you. It can save your
It
life.
can save your life, just because, not that it will, but it has the opportunity, because just like
But no, I'm saying none of the videos that Phil has sent of
oh,
someone
okay,
getting
you're
killed
talking about
and died
specifically Phil's videos.
is going to
Yeah.
You make
save
me
my
sound like
life.
a sick
Phil-
person, bro.
Phil,
I'm
we
Phil,
like
every
this.
time Phil
Phil
needs to
sent
say
some sick
Phil's Ted
videos,
Bundy.
not even just death related, just like
Yeah.
in general, like some questionable things. So
Phil should send you the video
That's
and
where I
give you a
thought this
breakdown
conversation
of
was
what you
going.
should do in that situation. That's what you should do. So they're like, okay, this dude pulls a gun right here. Zach, you
I
need to
think
be
I
running
found
it.
Phil's comment.
Yeah, but most of the
Phil
videos that
needs
go
a-
viral are like crazy, like videos that probably wouldn't happen, or like you just met the guy
I
that's
found
having
Phil's
a bad
calling.
day.
Okay, we're gonna start a YouTube channel of just Phil watching these videos and giving his
breaking them
reaction
down.
of what you should do. Like,
Yeah.
if Teacher Phil,
He-
right
he-
this point,
He has
they
3
should have
points.
definitely gone.
Y'all also have to remember I was a World Star baby, and World Star had some of the most
World
messed up
Star
videos.
was because there's one video that Jesus and Mira always bring up. I forget what it's called now, but it's just niggas like all the videos are just niggas dying, like getting run over trains, like jumping
Yeah.
off bridges, getting shot, killed. Like I don't know how niggas just watch that shit for fun. Like World Star, of course, there would be some
don't
shit
watch
on
for
there.
fun.
World Star
Yeah.
used to have that. I'm like, bruh, how do I watch
World
this
Star was
stuff?
just fights at first.
Let
And
me
then
go
it
to the
just
next
got-
video.
and then it just got worse, yeah. But no, but back to Brandon's
And
point.
then Phil just couldn't look away. He's like, oh, this is
I gotta
terrible.
watch it now. But back to Brandon's point, I 100% agree with you in being aware, and I don't think living aware is a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
So like, Danny gets mad
I
at me
feel the
now
same.
because whenever we go into restaurants, I personally like to have my back against the wall because I want to see my exits,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh, I need to see what's coming in and what's going out.
Mhm.
She's like, well, why do you need to do that? Because if something happens, I know I can get you out of here because you're gonna panic.
Yeah.
And it happened to us in the movie theater. Like when we first started dating, we were in movies, and the alarm went off in
Mhm.
movie theaters, and it was a fire alarm. But the fire alarm sounds like an active shooter. It doesn't state it's a fire alarm. It just sounds like there's an emergency in the building.
There's
Find
a
an
and
exit.
then and then there's like
And
beeps and
everybody
stuff.
panicked.
Yeah.
Freaked out, like, and like Danny jumps up, and I'm like, wait. Take a quick second. I look, and I'm like, all right, go this way. We get outside. I'm like, everybody's going this way. Look, go that way. And it's just like certain stuff. If you think about it enough when it actually happens, or if you practice it enough when it happens, it'll
Yeah.
click.
You
Yeah.
save your
And
life
I'm
for
like,
the people around you.
Yeah, dude. I saw people in there just go. Didn't even take a second to think. They just went.
Just ran. Yeah.
Just ran. Like you don't even where you run into. Everybody's just running to the front of the building. Why?
Mm-hmm.
What if it's a shooter right there? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like stuff like that where it's like I go into places and I'm like, all right, my exits are here. And it's not like I'm spending 10 minutes like, It's just like, nah, my exit, I got to exit there. I got to exit there. Cool.
Yeah, not to get out of
I got to
here.
exit there. Yeah, we straight.
It's like when you're like on a plane and you're flying, they tell you where all your exits are, just in case you have to get off. You
We
are
straight,
prepared to
yeah.
get off. Like I'd rather be prepared than not prepared. Like I'd rather be prepared and it never happen than not be prepared and it
Same.
happen. Then I'm screwed. You know
All
what I'm
right,
saying?
but we can continue.
Like I know how to fix a lot of cars, shit, and stuff like that. If my car ever breaks down, so like, should I not? learn how
Yeah,
to
but
do
we
that
can do
stuff?
this fake deep dive and act like that's why Phil's sending it, but that's not why Phil's sending it.
No, I'm saying I'd like to be aware, but I sent it because I'm
He's like, maybe you
desensitized. I
should
told
check
y'all,
this out.
I'm desensitized to it, so I
He just
watch it
sends a
because
bunch of crazy
it's just,
stuff.
I know. I just feel like
watch
it's
it.
I watch
toxic to
some of the
put
stuff
that
he
stuff
said.
in your head. Like, I actually stopped watching like those crime shows. You know how that became a
Yeah.
big thing? Like every girl's like popping a wine bottle, watching crime shows like all day, every day.
Yeah, because
And Love with Ted Bundy. Like, I was one of those girls. I won't lie, but I don't do that stuff anymore because I don't want to like put this in my subconscious thing about murders and how to kill someone, how to get away with it, and like I just kind of took myself away from it. And I'm not saying I'm not self-aware. Like I actually don't put my back against the wall either when I go to restaurants.
Yeah.
My dad taught me that. He's like, always look towards the
You
door.
gotta know where your exit's at, yeah.
But like,
No.
I just don't want to watch people getting shot at all the time, and I think there needs to be some laws put in place about stuff like that, where it makes it way too easy to get a gun nowadays. Like, there needs to be some psych eval.
I mean, you could get a gun. Like,
Yeah.
you can get.
It's weird.
You can get a hot pistol from anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the streets, you can break in somebody's house, steal the gun. So I don't think it's necessarily like
The AR-15
It's not necessarily the. So the thing with the AR-15 is, okay, it's an assault weapon. It's a high velocity rounds that are
Yeah.
piercing, but
Yeah.
it's if
And
you
then
think
high-
about
or
it,
high volume mags.
a typical AR-15, you don't have a 30-round mag, a 45-round mag,
Yeah.
or you have a 100-round
Yeah,
mag.
why do
which
you need
seem to
that?
jump. I agree with you. I agree with you on that point. So they stopped selling certain like drums and stuff like that, and they started like, okay, you can only get the 30s, and you can never find the 45s anywhere,
Yeah.
wherever you're going. They also had this bud stop attachment that caused you to actually fire the gun off real quick. Like, you know, when you pull the trigger, you're like, doosh, doosh,
Yeah.
doosh, doosh. Well, this thing allowed you to click it like it was like an assist trigger. So it allows you to fire off a lot of rounds
Yeah.
at one point. But if somebody walks in with a 9 milli and multiple clips, they can do a lot of damage too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but it's just the high velocity rounds can shoot through a lot faster, like go through a lot of different things. I'm just saying, if people want to kill people, a lot of people, they can do it. You can literally, Boston, the massive, the bombing,
Yeah.
they literally had a pressure cooker and just filled a bunch of stuff in it. If people want to kill people, they're going to kill people.
You
They're
can
either
figure
the
it
guns
out,
or not. You'll figure out a way. I do believe there should be better evaluations for people who are purchasing weapons. I do agree with that. But I'm saying if somebody wants to kill somebody, they're going to kill. They're going to find a way.
You're
the
gonna
cra-
find. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the crazy thing is like, yeah, you can put in these laws about like buying guns and whatnot. But I did watch like a YouTube video a while back. It wasn't about people getting killed, but it was about niggas like 3D printing like attachment
Plastic,
like
plastic crystals.
parts for guns and stuff. So like soon niggas will just
Build it.
print their own
saying,
guns.
but-
Yeah, you literally can buy a $150 3D printer and find the download for it,
Let's
put it in
not
a
give people
machine.
ideas, so
run
let's
it
take
through.
this podcast.
Bro, people
They got
true,
if
that's
you gonna do it, you already got
people
ideas.
in prison made guns
Yeah.
and was shooting people in prison.
So I agree with you on the in the sense that there is no need for AR-15, right? And because when we think about why we had guns in the first place, it was for it was for tyranny. Our government's so strong now. Your AR-15 is not stopping the government.
Yeah, if they come down,
Your
and,
AR-15,
Well-
you don't. The government got 50 cows.
It's not.
Bro,
it's
they got
not.
tanks, nigga.
It's
Yeah.
not necessarily to protect yourself against the government. The right to bear arms is the right to protect the free state and to form a militia.
if
That's
if the
from
free
the
state is
government.
threatened.
No.
But no,
If the-
foreign
yeah.
countries could come in on our soil and try
Right.
to take over. So
that's
it's not just
what
the
it was.
government.
That was what it was originally.
Initially,
That
I'm
was,
saying
it was for Britain rule coming over here trying to take our stuff. You were able to form militias and protect the free state.
Correct. And but I'm saying at that time the government would have been considered Britain, like in the sense of like they're trying to take over like the free state. So I'm saying like now it's like, well, we need our guns for against the government, and that's pretty much the U.S. government.
Yeah, that's who
the
those
equa-
people.
That's who
That's
that
what those
equates
people
to
are
now.
saying. Too.
That's
Yeah,
what they're
that's
saying.
I'm
what.
saying that's what
But-
that equates to now, and I'm saying our military is so strong, we not stopping our U.S. military. So I don't think there's a need for AR-15s because if you look at all the mass shootings, it's AR-15s. Now, and you can add attachments to Glocks. You can make Glocks rapid fire, but it's not just the Glock; it's the bullets in the AR-15 that does the damage.
Yeah.
You get hit one of those rounds, they turn an arm off, they turn through you. So even if you get hit with certain Glock rounds, like it'll do some damage, but it ain't gonna just blow a hole in your body. And I'm all for having shotguns and pistols, but I don't think there's a need for pretty much assault rifles, military grade weapons, whatever you want to call them. There's no need for rifles in our
Yeah, only
society.
people who really even want them that are sane people are just collectors and stuff.
And them the people that want to do the most damage.
Oh, all right. That's
Like-
I was saying sane, like they aren't trying to do
No.
that. Like the ones that are
I
sane
feel like the
that
people
aren't
that
trying
want
to-
the AR is like for real, like
I mean, I think it's just more like
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
Those people that want to
Yeah.
have those
I
type of
feel
guns.
attacked over here.
No, well, you have some and you don't know. Like that.
Yeah, I never touch them.
I'm a pro-gun
I have
guy.
weapons, but I never touch them unless I go to the range or something like that. And just it's not for power or anything. I know when you do have a weapon in your hand, you can think, okay, like I become God in a sense
I've
because
heard that-
I become
yeah.
harbinger of like death
Life and
or yeah, I can control that. I can control if you
That's
live or die
power.
right here in this
yeah, the
moment.
gun is a great
So
equalizer.
you have to be aware of that sensation that may give you. You can hold a sword in your hand.
But that's-
It's all
bruh.
about it's all about what you think about it. Because all the hype has been around guns and stuff like that. But like the hype used to be around a sword. Oh, if I had a sword, I could free myself from slavery.
I know,
stuff
but
like
the
that.
point is that guns
And-
are what's
But
happening.
the
There's,
guns
guns
like,
kill
equalizer.
people at a high. You can kill a large volume of people with an AR-15. I agree because it's 30 rounds over a 16 clip. Yeah,
You can
but
unload that in seconds, bro.
yeah.
So I don't think we need it, but at the same time, it's not gonna get outlawed because who are buying the most assault rifles? White people.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a buck. Who buys the most guns? White people. It's not a. This is it's political, but it's also a racial issue.
Yeah.
Like black people want guns, but not at that rate.
That's what Chappelle said. Chappelle said if they want anti-gun laws, just every black person go sign up to get one.
yeah.
Then
And
they'll pass it real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the great equalizer. So
Yeah, it turns a small man big.
yep.
All right, moving on.
That's
So
a
we
good
could talk
turn.
about streaming. There's nothing on the list but Patty. I mentioned it earlier that you love watching stuff. You were just talking about how you used to watch crime shows, but is there anything that you're currently watching, whether it's a show or a movie?
Damn, I'm trying to think. What's the last show I saw? It's
Booger.
been a while. What?
Grey's Anatomy.
Marriage and Mortgage.
Oh, Marriage and Mortgage.
I've been talking
Is that
about
on
that
Netflix?
show.
I have been talking about it.
About that show a lot.
I mean, we're at the age right now where it's like you really gotta think about.
Oh, that sounds so terrible. Marriage. We're at that marriage and mortgage age.
We really are gonna pick. Like, do you want to get married? Do you want to put a down payment for a house? And you just torn between the two. So, all right,
Jeez.
I'm gonna ask AJ. What do you think?
Wait, I don't even know what it's about.
Yeah, what's it called?
Well, it's a reality TV show, and these couples go on, and there's a wedding planner and a real estate agent, and they have to try to get this couple to pick what they're selling, so the wedding or the house. So it's just a
I'm
true
picking
question.
the house.
You're bringing the house.
Of course.
So it's a show over
I think
emotion and
that's-
logic.
No, it's like guy versus girl, because the girl. I mean, not always, but a lot of times.
I mean,
Girls
it's not
want,
guy
like, a
versus
wedding.
girl. Like guys and I mean, he's having a wedding. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's about to put a down payment on a wedding.
Who's planning the wedding, Zach?
Tatiana.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like a guy is 9 times out of 10 gonna pick a mortgage, unless I'm obviously generalizing, but unless he wants to do something with his wife and she really wants this wedding or something.
That's what I sound like.
Yeah,
it sound-
who's the wedding?
least that's
Who's the
how I
wedding
am.
for?
It's
I mean,
always
this
for
is
the
just for
girl.
my own like.
I honestly
From
see
working
it as
weddings and
love,
stuff, too?
like, you know, like me and the person I'm with.
I think I'm just like Phil. I think I'm desensitized to weddings because I've worked at so many.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you don't want to get married. I mean, you don't want to
Yeah,
have a
but I
wedding.
don't. Yeah, I don't know if I want. I'd rather. I've talked about this before.
Something
with
super
friends.
small.
Have something small and have like a big honeymoon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And
like
we-
have
and
spend
we
all
also-
that 30K or whatever, even
Yeah.
if it's only.
But that's how I
10K.
think. I'm actually thinking I would want a small wedding.
And
I would
like,
have something a
being
huge
on the-
crazy trip and take that time.
Sorry.
Oh,
Brandon
you can go ahead
Marshall.
now.
Brandon.
Marshall. But no, what I was saying is like being behind the scenes on weddings. That shit is super stressful.
Yeah.
Like for like the bride and for the groom, they don't look that happy. I mean, at the end when it's all said and done, like
Yeah, when everything's taken
it feels
care
like a
of.
relief.
Yeah.
Like rather than anything else. I feel like during the whole thing, make sure my makeup's right, make sure I look good in front of all these people, make sure I'm not looking too fat, my dress doesn't fit, what's we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like it's just a whole bunch of stuff and it's a whole bunch of stress. Like that's just from me looking on the outside looking in, and I'm just like, oh dang, I don't know, I want that.
So
You know
if
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
on
and you
that
can't
show-
wear a bandana. Sorry, Julie.
If I was on that show, like I said, it sounds like an emotion versus logic show, right? Because we know that wealth creation, the biggest wealth creation in America is property,
Yeah.
and that's generational wealth. So if like I was on a show that says, "Whoa, do you want to get married or do you want to buy a home?" It's a no-brainer, unless I'm getting married into a rich family. And like I would only look at that like from a financial decision.
Yeah.
Like if I marry into this family and it don't work out, if I get a settlement, I might
If I
consider
get a
marriage.
settlement?
Oh my
Especially
god.
when I get
What?
the alimony
Alimony's
money.
real now.
I'll get a house.
I'm pretty sure all these people are still getting married, bro. Like it's probably just not.
Yeah, no,
As
that's
big as
so they're showing their budget. Like, oh, I think
Yeah.
the guy was like, we have 30,000. So
Mm-hmm.
right now, what do they want to do with that 30,000? Like, put it down for a wedding or get a mortgage?
Again, if y'all gonna get married eventually, it's better to buy a house
But
together.
it's the same thing to go with the house. So
I say you buy a van and travel the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's just stupid to me.
Yeah,
like,
but-
marriage ain't that serious to me.
Oh, I know. I'm just putting it out there.
You said marriage or a wedding?
Both.
Hey, so are you?
Phyllis is like, she's like, oh, this show's kind of good. That's a stupid show. The whole premise, I hate
Hey.
it.
No, we talked about
Phil's gonna
this
binge it.
before. Like
Yeah.
she said, "Oh, have you watched?" it? I'm like, "No, it sounds dumb."
I don't even know what it's like because you keep telling her how terrible it is. How bad of a decision it is. I don't even know what it's about.
It sounds dumb.
Hey, are you getting your lady a big diamond ring or what?
Nah,
That's the
Oh,
question.
you guys had the wedding talk, right?
No.
About the
No.
rings. So do you think the girls are having the discussion, our old crew?
Dang, you guys didn't even
FAU?
throw it in the family affair? That's crazy.
Well, Kara put on her story.
Oh.
She should have, like, how much a wedding ring cost? Should it be, what is it, the rule of thumb is? It
3
should
months
be,
of your salary, I thought, right?
oh,
Don't say rule of thumb.
I thought it was 3 months of your salary.
That's super
Yeah.
misogynistic.
it is 3 months worth of salary.
Okay.
It's not misogynistic.
You know the history behind that.
Of rule of thumb? I don't know.
Yeah,
Tell me.
it's where it's back in British like common law. I think is law where you
Yeah.
can beat your wife with a stick that's as thick as your thumb.
Jesus Christ.
The rule of thumb.
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Actually, I think I've heard of that before,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I wasn't
so,
saying it.
geez,
Yeah.
Fatty.
That is kind of crazy, but like a lot of like
Yeah,
weird
you get-
stuff came from like the whole like what we used to measure a foot was like that's how big the king's foot was at the
Yeah.
time. So that's what they used as measurement, and it would change if the king wore a size 7, a foot was 7 inches or whatever, and
Really?
if the king wore a
Yeah.
size 12, it was 12, and that's what we have right now. So hey, I don't know.
Crazy.
But no, my girl would not want me to go broke for a ring. And most women I've dated actually weren't that big on wedding rings. They
Yeah.
don't want big, glamorous rings. They're
Oh,
like,
we don't even let's
something
hear
nice.
what
Yeah,
let's hear what they have to
what was
say.
Patty saying?
And what would you guys decide on how much one should be?
So I don't think the ring size matter. I mean, I want a nice ring. I don't want this tiny ass little
Wait,
pebble.
that
on my
wasn't
hand.
your question. You were
But-
talking about
oh.
how much
it
the
should
ring
cost.
should cost.
Oh.
what the post question was in your guys' group chat talk.
So they think they should be like 2 months. Like it should definitely be what you're making. But I feel like that's unfair. Like
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
yeah. So what if you're
So are they
dating
gonna go get like the ring of praise? Like, how are they gonna know how much it
Tell
costs?
us who without saying their names, just so we know. Like, just say like, give us clues.
Sure did. She just did.
We
She
know
just
who,
did.
folks.
She just did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we know, but
But
we know
listen.
the two. We know the two, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. If it's
It's
gonna go
one.
that way,
But then Phil was saying that the girls he's dated.
That's what he
haven't
said.
cared about
They
the
have.
rings.
They don't think that way, and I was like, let's hear what Patricia has to say.
maybe. Well, recently, but so does the woman spend that much of her salary on the ring too?
No.
Of course not.
No.
I don't want. I don't want.
Yeah, but we're
all-
getting diamonds. You guys are getting a metal band or
Right,
whatever.
right.
Don't get her no diamond.
Marriage is not a good contract.
But did you see that, Phil? How
Yeah.
she was like, but this and that, making excuses. But she's like,
What if-
she's a strong feminist woman who wants all these things, which you guys should get. But there's things like that where it's like, hey,
What if?
we're kind of playing both sides of the coin now.
What if years down the line you find out that it's fake? So a kid diamond tested and it's fake.
That
Yeah,
gotta
you
go on.
you gonna end up on Twitter,
Yeah.
a world star.
Is she
A
gonna be
TikTok.
calling?
But I would just say no. I wouldn't even let them. I'm like,
This ring's fake.
no, I
tricked
honestly,
me.
I wouldn't care. Like, I really would. I don't really
If
care
it was
about
cubic
weddings.
zirconium, right?
Would that mean anything? Because the thing is,
It wouldn't. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I was just.
I'm
putting it out
asking.
there.
I'm asking.
Y'all getting
Yeah.
real passionate over here.
I'm asking.
I'm having to
would-
turn levels
I'm
down.
sorry. I'm asking, would that mean anything, right? Because it's at the end of the day, all it is a symbol,
Yeah, exactly.
and that symbol does
Mhm.
not represent your love for it. Like
It's like a circle.
It does, but that doesn't measure your love for a person. So if I don't buy my girl a $10,000 ring, that don't mean I don't love her. That's my love isn't worth more than $10,000.
Yeah.
It's just that I don't want to spend
Yeah.
$10,000 on a ring. For
Why
you.
would I?
think
Why
that's
would I
stupid.
spend that amount of money on a ring? If I ain't gonna do it on my wedding, why am I gonna do it on a dang on ring?
I mean, I wouldn't trust myself with a $10,000
And
ring.
and then knowing the history about rings and marriage and stuff like that, it don't make no sense. It's all money grab.
Yeah. And if we move into a place where we're all even, marriage as it's currently constructed is a sham.
Mm-hmm.
Men pay more for the ring. We supposed to pay for the wedding. Women get most of the alimony and divorces. They get most of the rights with the kids. Like, okay, if we moving towards equality, let's restructure this whole marriage concept because that shit is trash as it is right now.
Get a prenup.
Especially with women making more money and being the most educated in the country, and they're the largest growing CEO population in the country, which means they're making a lot more than men.
It's the most educated Phil's ever sounded on.
Feels
I know,
really
right?
passionate about this.
Ain't nobody
It's
arguing
It's
with
not-
me.
Who
didn't-
hurt you?
He didn't
not-
mispronounce anything. He didn't stumble. He didn't give any false facts. I didn't have to go, wait.
No, it's
wait.
not that I'm
He
mad.
knows
I
all
just think that marriage as a construct sucks right now,
Yeah,
especially for
no,
men.
yeah.
If we're moving towards equality,
Yeah.
and women are all about equality. when it
Screw
benefits
rings.
them.
Well, I'm coming from a different household, so my
Of what?
mom wears the pants. My mom makes money, and my mom's the one that's getting screwed over.
So your mom should, for the next dude she marries, she should get a ring.
For the
What?
next
And I'm speaking of myself.
She
She
get them
needs
a
to-
ring.
I want me a fat diamond. Tell mom I want a fat diamond on my ring.
So I don't know. I disagree with what just said.
How?
Your educated movement.
Why?
I mean, first of all, the girls paid. It's supposed to be old, like rule of thumb. The
dear.
mom of the bride and like the dad of the
The
bride
dad of
is the
the
one
bride,
that's
yeah.
supposed to pay for the wedding. It's not the men.
And I'm speaking from African American experience. It usually doesn't go like that.
It's more of the man's supposed
It's
to be the
more-
Where's your facts?
What do you mean? Just
I'm fact checking you.
you can go fact check me.
I don't know.
Um,
I think that's just maybe your personal experience. But I don't know. Maybe that is the truth. I don't know.
Now, most black people or most black young people I know, their parents didn't pay for the wedding; they paid for their wedding.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then so from a black experience, a lot of times the parents don't pay for the wedding because.
Oh,
one,
you were
they-
saying that.
Oh,
You were
okay.
saying because
Like
when you
traditional.
when
Even
you went through
before
your
that, you
thing,
said that males are
you
the
said
ones that
men
pay-
are the ones who pay for the wedding.
Major-
You said that when you did your rundown.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
pay. They pay like a good portion of it. Is what I feel.
Your friends and your
Yeah.
friends' weddings.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Are
what
the
you're saying.
man
Okay.
making more money?
Sometimes, yeah. But does that matter?
Yeah. If I made more money and Mike and I got married, I'm gonna pay for most of the wedding.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
You're logical.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
All
I
right.
feel like we got lost for a second.
Yes.
What we were talking about,
Talk
but
about your rings. My bad. I'm sorry.
Well, mortgage and marriage. So
Yeah.
mortgage. You're
Yes.
gonna pick a wedding.
No.
would you pick a wedding?
I want both.
No, but if you, okay, but that, you would have asked us the question. We have to pick one, and I'm not gonna pick one. Pick one. Which one you doing?
I'll pick a house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, I think about my dogs. I like, I want to see Yogi running in the backyard, Brody running
A white
around,
picket
like
fence.
a white picket. Like,
That's funny.
I want like a nice house. I really don't care about weddings. I'm actually pretty an introvert when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I don't want the attention on me.
Yeah.
There's so much pressure. Like right now, you guys are like, talk about yourself. I'm like, I
Yeah.
couldn't even.
I'm the same exact way.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
I
very
don't-
like low key.
Half the reason why I don't want a wedding is because I'm not trying to get up there in front of people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Neither.
saying your
I had to give a
vows.
speech at Julian's wedding, and I was like,
But
I
you
know,
were
I
lit.
felt bad.
It was a
for you.
really good speech.
Yeah,
though.
you were
Yeah.
lit, bro.
I know, I heard
Thank
it was
you.
really good.
I was like,
I want a wedding. I just don't want to drop a whole
you
bunch.
want a what? You what?
I want to get married
Oh,
and have
want.
a wedding.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
Like,
said I
I want a
won, like
wedding.
W-O-N.
A wedding. I want a wedding,
You
but
want
at the same
it.
time, it's like I don't want a wedding at the expense of
Hey.
like fucking up my financial situation.
Yeah.
Like this whole wedding, I didn't talk about it on the podcast, but I talked about it with y'all prior. Like this shit is stressful, it's expensive, but Tatiana doesn't ask for like anything ever, and like this is the one thing in life she wants. So it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
And she
I try,
deserves it.
yeah, I try not to like push back too much. There are things, of course, when we're like going over the budget, it's like, no, we need to cut this. Like this isn't like flowers are not necessary at all. Like we don't need to spend $8,000 on
Oh,
flowers.
damn.
So, but I know she wants to have her
I'll
waterfront
grow 'em
wedding
for you for 8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
seriously.
can make a pool.
You would get sunflower.
We could
Yeah.
make a
Like
pool.
centerpieces,
He's
thousands
stupid,
of
like
dollars.
the guys on Instagram with the sticks. Like,
We can make a whole pool,
They
bro.
go
I've been
fast.
watching them videos too.
He smoothed the mud. We can put some
He
palm
doesn't
trees
only
down.
watch people getting
I
killed.
watch niggas build whole canals out of the dirt.
Oh, that could actually be a topic. So, are you done with the streaming stuff?
Yeah, I'm done.
So earlier today we were kind of
We'll
talking
finish
about.
talking about your wedding, bro.
Oh no, I
And
have.
your
I really have.
$8,000
I
flowers.
have nothing else.
Dang, I had
Centerpieces
something
are-
about weddings.
What's up?
All right, I said I would have like a destination, but it'd be like totally for the free. I'd go
Yeah.
out to the woods somewhere, spring up some lights, and be like, "All right, y'all, let's."
Oh, that'd be kind of lit.
Yeah, and like just chop down
So,
some
like,
trees
fire-
where people
what's
can
it-
sit.
what's that
Wear a
festival?
bandana.
Fire festival.
And,
festival
and you ain't gotta wear no suits, no ties. Boots are necessary, and just come out there and
What are we
just chill.
eating?
Have a
Whatever,
mushrooms.
whatever we hunt.
Mushrooms.
High key, I mean, Brandon, you one of my best friends, but if Brandon has a wedding, and I'd be extremely nervous and like question if I am going. I don't know what I would expect.
What?
You'd be in the wedding, bro.
I know.
You would have to be in the wedding,
Could you
bro.
imagine Brandon that happy and excited? But that's levels we
Brandon-
probably never
Yeah,
seen before.
Brandon
No.
wedding would be insane.
He would be like
He
drunk.
not go-
He would run into the woods and like bite a deer and bring it back. Where he
Right, he would jump through a table
Like,
and be like,
what-
"Let's do it
Bro,
again."
what table? What table?
It's a
He
wild
makes
He's
one
wedding.
getting
to
married
jump
in the
through.
woods.
Bring out the chainsaw, just cut one down.
He's
Here's the
just like-
table.
Y'all niggas ain't in
Tackling
love.
Tatiana and
There's gonna be
I.
no sweets, bro. No cake.
And I'm definitely wearing a bear
We're just-
suit.
What are we gonna eat for dessert?
He gonna hunt the food we
This
eat.
is our wonderful bachelor.
found some
We have
berries in the
show.
woods.
His name is Brandon.
Yeah.
Tati and I have discussed possibly doing like a wedding on a yacht to kind of lessen the numbers and
Oh,
feel
she
it.
told me about
Or
it.
people
But
gonna get
there's
sick.
there's two worries we had: people getting seasick, and Brandon jumping off the boat. And we're like,
Oh.
nah, we can't
Bro,
do it because of
I
those
was-
two things.
You were with me, right? We were
What?
talking about it. Where were we when we were talking about it?
It's been talked about a couple of times. so-
Because I think we were all there, and then
Yeah.
that was my first thought. They're like, I think we're at my house,
oh yeah.
and she was like, "Oh yeah, like we're thinking about this and that," and I was like, thinking about Brandon at Julian's wedding, and I was like,
yeah.
"We're gonna have to make sure Brandon has a life vest on."
Yeah, exactly.
That's the first
At
thing I
all
said. She's like,
times.
we thought
My
about
cousin
that.
did that though. They got married on the beach in the Keys.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
from the beach, they did the honeymoon, right? So like you walk straight on the cruise from the beach. It was
Oh.
kind of dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now they're divorced.
Zach, would you see me drowning and then turn away
Yeah.
because you don't like to see people dying?
I'd get you, but I also know you're a strong swimmer.
Yeah,
So.
he would have jumped in and been like, "Brandon, what are you doing?" Like, "I'm just getting laps in."
Then I would have
we
got
were
right
trying,
out.
we were
Then I
trying to
got
pull
right
him out. He just jumped right back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be all right.
But something that we discussed earlier today and we could talk about was what our explore pages are looking like.
I want to talk about that, bro.
Oh,
My
I
shit
can
looks
only
sucks.
imagine, bro.
Wait, what was the question?
Oh, what our Instagram explore page looks like? Because I feel
Go
like
goes first.
my page does not look like what most people and myself would expect it to look like. Like mine is just straight haircuts. Like you scroll, it's haircuts, like maybe a couple of sports things in there.
Now.
But I don't know why mine is just straight haircuts. Because all I like on Instagram is sports stuff, and and thirst traps, pretty much like girls shaking ass and shit. Like
How many?
empowered young ladies shaking ass. I'm
my
helping
gosh.
them out.
I think
Empowered
she's
young
shaving
ladies.
their ass.
No, shaking
Shaving.
ass.
I was
Bruh.
like, wait, what?
Wait, how many
So-
like haircut follow pages do you follow?
Bro, I follow one barber, but I don't know why my entire Instagram page is all haircuts. Like, it's insane to me.
That is
Like, I don't know if the
That's
cameras,
crazy.
I don't know if the cameras can pick this up, but it's all haircuts. Just haircuts. That's my
You trying
entire.
to-
Look at beard.
Zach the barber. Zach
Yeah.
the barber.
Hey, so my explore page is just a bunch of anime and huskies.
Yeah, mine
Mine's-
used to have huskies on it. I don't know what happened to it.
Mine's is swole niggas with abs. And like, I'm serious. Like, swole, just niggas with abs.
Are they oiled up and greased
Bruh,
up?
like, yes, bruh. That,
Let me see.
that
Yo,
black
it
women in
explains
sports.
everything.
So let
That's
me
it.
see.
Like,
Oh,
it's
bro,
black.
you're
It's black
hilarious.
women, swole niggas with abs in sports. Like,
it really is. It really is.
it's all fitness dudes, bro. I'm like, I only follow like 3 fitness pages, but
Bro,
it's
you're
literally black
hilarious.
fitness dudes, black
Yeah.
women in sports.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bro, that is terrible.
I'm like, how did this happen?
Like I used to have before like Instagram changed their layout, I used to have like a lot of sneakers on there, like Brandon said, Huskies. And now after they changed the layout, my shit's just all haircuts. You said yours was anime, Brandon?
Anime and huskies
Anime and huskies.
and German
Let me see what mine
shepherds
is.
here.
Patty, what's yours looking like?
Mine is fitness, baby cows.
Baby cow.
Baby cows.
What are you into?
So my boyfriend and I send each other like cows every single morning.
Why?
Like, oh, they're so cute. Like little farm animals,
Baby
and some, like
cows?
goats, and like little.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really whatever.
Mine is-
So I have goats and baby cows, whole bunch of puppies, babies, and I get fucking engagement rings. Sorry for that. before I get-
Engagement rings on?
I do get like wedding stuff.
Oh, okay.
You
That's
ready?
cool.
They be
Do you
hearing
have
I'm
you
not
talk.
ready.
baby,
It
do you have
just- I feel
baby
like-
fever?
They be hearing you talk about it.
No, I don't have baby fever because I'm in so much student loan debt that stops me from having a baby.
You can have a baby and still have student loans.
So
No, but I'm a
no.
doctor, so I got special type of loans. I got those doctor loans.
Yeah. I
Damn.
mean, I'll probably end up having a kid while having loans.
Mine is all sports, food. I'm fat, and
Yeah, I used to have a lot of desserts.
I
don't
want
know what
apparently
happened.
I
I
want
have all types of
It's
food,
either I
like-
want to get swole. Or I'm like, damn, that's a nice ass
Yeah.
body. Like, what the hell?
I know. I
Sports
want
and
Bill's
food, that's
explore
it.
page.
I'm like, bro.
All these guys with 6-packs on.
I'm
it.
like 6-pack, 8-pack. I'm like, is that what I want right for myself? What was that? It's God, Steven.
I'm about to start running. I was prepared for it.
That is a ugly
baby
ass
cows.
Baby
cow.
cows.
Transformation Tuesdays. That's all I got. And
But we can get on to music. Where we're gonna talk about Big and Pac today. This is
Yeah,
something
because she's from that area.
This is something we've been putting
Nah,
on.
she's biased.
She's from that area. Well, it's
Everybody's biased.
But isn't Pac
He's
from New York?
She's
Isn't
Biggie's from New York and Pac's from Cali, isn't he?
I don't
up
think-
there. She's from New
Pac's
Jersey,
Yeah.
New York.
But he claims the West, bro.
Pac's
Yeah,
from
he-
where?
He's from Jersey,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but he claims the West.
he was born.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
Biggie.
The-
No brainer, not
Okay.
He's
surprised.
lit.
So
Yeah.
this I mean after the Biggie documentary, this is something that we all got in an argument about. But Phil and Brandon, I think it's just y'all two. Y'all think Pac is the greatest. Well, no, because you think Nas is the greatest rapper of all time. But just in the battle of the two, you guys prefer Pac.
Yes.
We prefer Biggie.
Yes, sir.
Where was Luke Biggie as well?
I think he was, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I don't think he really weighed in too much. I
but
think it might
do,
have been like peak sickness.
do y'all think it's like Pac and it, no question about it, or is it,
I think it's where you from.
that doesn't
So
answer my
You're
question?
saying the Midwest is for Pac?
No, I think the Midwest is split.
He just wants to have his own conversation, not even answer your question.
For real,
No, I'm saying like
bro. I'm asking, do you think it's Pac, and like it's a big discrepancy between Big and Pac, or do you think it's like there's an argument of who can be the better rapper?
no, I think it's even.
Okay.
And what I'm saying is
You just prefer.
Let's yeah, whoever you choose.
You think they're both one.
They won A, one
Yeah,
B.
but you just prefer.
I
Pac.
decide with Pac. Pac's always that guy.
All right. So
I
why?
think
Yeah, I don't even know if I think one's way better than the other
Yeah,
or whatever. I just
I
think
don't.
I
I
prefer
listened to more
Biggie.
Biggie when I was
Yeah.
younger than Pac.
Well, you was up in that area too. So,
Same.
You know,
I mean-
that's-
I
I
think
wasn't
when you
in the
talk
area, but-
about like lyrical ability, I think I would edge Biggie in terms of
Okay.
like the way he constructs his rhymes together. He's more lyrical in that aspect.
His flow. His
Yeah,
flow
his
is a
flow.
lot.
I
His
think
flow's
Pac
better.
Which
makes
I agree
more
with.
impactful music,
Pac is more poetic.
and which makes him better because it's more feeling in his music.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we're all I'm
Which is
on,
why
I'm on the same
more
page.
Pac, because
You're
my favorite rappers
you're
are
able to
all Philly.
side with it a little
Yeah.
bit more. There's a lot of like
But I'm not trying to hear that.
songs. What?
I'm not trying to hear that. I'm trying to hear you look so good. I'm trying to suck on your. Never mind.
Oh.
Whoa,
Well, I mean, Biggie,
That's the
Biggie
only
has
thing-
some of what Pac had, but
That's the only thing I'm
he
gonna
just
hold against
delivered it
Big.
and said it in a different way.
Yeah. I also like Pac's aggression. I would say, in terms of like he made Thug Life a thing.
Yeah.
Like the bravado, it was like as just a person in general. I think Pac was larger and more influential, and I think his music is more timeless. So like I don't think Biggie has.
I think Pac has
That's
more
where I think I
songs
start to
that are
disagree.
used.
impactful. I don't think
And
Biggie
are-
has the changes in his discography. I don't think he
Yeah.
has a Dear Mama in his discography. I don't think he has.
Keep
But
your head
that's
up.
Keep Your Head Up.
This
Brenda's
is
Got
a
Baby.
now you're making a different argument.
No,
You
no,
just said
he's
you-
saying the reason why we side with him is because of that.
His songs.
That's
are
not a
more
different
impactful.
argument. I'm just saying that's
Yeah.
But
why.
that's not what you. That's not the last thing you just said.
I don't think he has that in his discography.
No. So the impactful thing I agreed with, but just now you said, and I wish we could run it back
his
easily.
music's more timeless. He makes more timeless.
That's
music.
different than Biggie. I feel like also has timeless music. When I think
He does,
timeless,
but he said
Pac
Pac has more.
He has more timeless, he has more hits that are timeless, like that's gonna transcend different eras. That's
Okay.
gonna
Yeah.
keep going further than like that's gonna keep like. Of course, Biggie has Hypnotized, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's okay.
Juicy.
What's that?
Juicy.
Juicy, and then it's maybe All About the Benjamins. Maybe. Off rip changes is always gonna be here. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's so prevalent.
Keep your head up, dear
Keep your head
mama.
up. Dear Mama's gonna be here because we all got moms.
Mhm.
Hit 'em up's gonna
'Cause
be
y'all
here.
got moms.
Like it's just like certain.
Hail Mary.
Yeah, it's like I think he has more songs that have stood the test of time than Big.
Yeah.
But I also think Big technically raps better than Tupac.
Okay.
I think so. I think
I think some of that stuff
a natural flower. I
too,
think
his
Big is
impact
better.
and influence is because he was in film in the area he was in, so he could come to you through the radio, but also he's in movies and different things like that too.
But I feel like if you just go solely off the music, like we're talking about just off the music, I think Pac has time more time.
Well, he was talking about impact. That's what I was referring to.
I
His
said
Oh.
even
impact.
just on the, but just on the like
From a
even
musical
just on the
standpoint.
music. Yeah, I'm not even including. Movies.
It's the message he
It's the messaging, correct?
It's like Biggie talked about a lot of dark stuff and all that, but that's where it kind of stayed dark. It never really showed you like any rays of hope.
Yeah,
It was just what
he was
it,
also
what
younger,
it was.
younger in the game
Uh-huh.
at the time too.
But his music was like just what it was, strictly on the streets. Now, when you find with Pac stuff, there's always like the darkness, but there's like a hope at the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He's always talking about there's a better way, even though he's talking about all this crazy shit that's going on. Like, you know,
It's what made it's the same thing that made Nipsey.
it's poetic.
It's the same thing that made Nipsey like a transcendent figure.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can talk about this street shit, but you put so much life in your music,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think that's the difference. Like Big talked about street shit, and he has songs where he talks positivity, but Pac has life in his music,
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of his music. And it
Mhm.
was like that was one resonating mess. Like it always resonated on any of his albums. Like you gonna get a track that you just gonna feel.
Yeah, he pouring his soul into it,
Yeah.
like straight soul.
It's like it the lyrics, like if you read the lyrics, it might not be that damn, this just lyrical miracle, but it's gonna be like I feel that, like I feel that.
Like you kind of have to be there to experience it, like, you know what I'm saying? But
That's the energy.
I don't
too.
disagree. I'm just
Yeah, this is a shorter conversation. We could have had this conversation.
You're right.
yeah, you kept putting it
weight
on, bro.
Yeah, because I thought it was gonna be. I thought Phil was gonna make terrible points, but I agree with
About
everything.
Big,
Yeah.
nah, I like Big.
Yeah.
No, but I'm
Big's-
just
Big's
saying
dope.
I agreed with every point you made.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
for
but you're also
those-
making different points than the ones we were arguing on
Yeah.
over text.
But
too.
the reason the points you made is why I rock with Big, and the points you made is obviously why y'all rock with Pac.
Yeah, because nigga, you don't like to cry.
I guess.
You're not
You're not
I
into
mean,
emotional.
I
I
was gonna
don't-
say it was two different type of like rappers.
Yeah,
It's
I don't-
comparing.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I don't think so at all.
Wasn't,
No, they are two different types of
Yeah.
rappers.
Like to how?
I would say
They rapped around about a lot of the same shit.
Yeah, I think I it came off differently because they're from different
But
they
it was
represent
the
different
cadence
coasts.
of.
But you were just saying like Tupac was more like emotional, poetic, like.
But Big
expresses
was still
more.
emotional.
Big was emotional,
but
Yeah.
he was
But
like,
not like
it was
Tupac,
like a
it's-
it was like a standard like he kept everything like that
Stagnant?
dark kind of flow.
Yeah.
It wasn't stagnant, but
No.
it was just like it never went up like to a hopeful kind of thing.
Me,
It was just
Big
like
was more of like the street shit, the party shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still had messages in his stuff, but like you said, like Pac has Dear Mama and shit. Like,
yeah.
I mean, Biggie has that's my.
I'm
like,
not gonna say Big doesn't have records like equal, but
all my
you
life,
gon'
they consider
He
it
just
the
stays
worst.
dark.
Pac, you gonna get a lot more of that
Yeah.
type of record, whereas Big, you not.
Yeah, because you're gonna get the party and bullshit with Pac too.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the
I get
club.
around.
Yeah, you're gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's just that when you look at their discographies, I think the biggest difference is the positivity and the
The overall message.
and where society was at.
I also think, and y'all probably gonna kill me for it. The old, like, I love the West Coast now, but like that old West Coast sound, like besides Snoop and some Dre, like I don't hate it. Like, you know how I'm super opinionated about shit, but it's just not for me.
You didn't like,
Well, like
you didn't like Ice
NWA?
T
Nah,
or Ice Cube?
nah.
Which is interesting because you like YG.
I do.
You don't
I
like-
really like YG.
You don't like Ice Cube?
Nah.
I like some of Ice Cube stuff.
And I wasn't even. I wasn't even really thinking so much him, but I was just like the Pac.
NWA, no?
Mm-mm.
Easy.
What?
Fuck with Easy.
NWA?
I rock with Easy. Heavy.
You talked
my
about
God.
Nate
Oh, I
Dogg
can't.
the
Yeah,
other day. I
I
don't really
definitely
like
kind
Nate.
of like that sound too. But it's funny because you like YG,
I do. I love
He's
and
YG.
it's like
West
it's just a
Coast.
little more modern version of like Easy.
Yeah.
Huh. Dang.
But
Zach,
I like
what's wrong with
all
you?
the car jumping music and
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy
Yeah.
hearing the music and like all those old school movies like Boys in the Hood and shit. But as far like, I'm not going to sit in my car and listen to all that West Coast shit. Whereas I'll listen to some.
so
old
you don't want to
school-
be in a car
Scoffing
that
at
what is
you.
it called when it's bouncing? I
A low
forgot.
rider. I literally
Like the
be in my
hydraulics
in the
and shit.
room
Oh, with the
listening
hydraulics,
to
yeah.
90s West Coast. Like, damn, I wish I was in the room.
Just-
Low rider. It's fucking.
But you're from Pennsylvania, right? Is that?
Don't
At least she listened to the last episode.
don't
She's taking things out of context.
Pennsylvania.
ever
All right, sorry. You're
disrespect
Suriname
me.
straight to the mountains.
The mean streets of PA.
As Phil would say, don't disrespect me. Golly.
Don't disrespect me in this restaurant.
You uncultured
No, I
swine.
am not. I was born in Suriname and I moved to Palm Beach County. My parents moved to
pissed.
Pennsylvania for like 4 years and then moved back. But I
You never lived in Pennsylvania?
no.
He 5'6".
My parents lived there for like 4
there
years.
without
Hey,
Zach.
Zach is regretting saying
So where were
Potty's
you?
in the org.
What you mean? I lived in like
He
one.
scooted so far
When's
away.
that?
Look at all this space now.
I take my compliment back. You didn't really listen to the last podcast.
No, she
did you?
didn't. She didn't.
Jesus.
So I was at FAU. My parents moved to Pennsylvania. Zai went to high school in Pennsylvania. Then they moved back down.
Okay.
They only lived there for 4 years.
And he stayed
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Damn, Patty.
Well, I knew something about Pennsylvania.
I appreciate that.
You just killed that man's whole vibe.
But you also knew that because we went and saw AJ. Like my parents went from Pennsylvania to New York when we went and watched AJ's basketball game in New York. And I think you were in Jersey at the time.
Yeah, and that's why she thought you were from
From
there.
here,
His
yeah.
parents live here. Oh, he's from here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So disrespectful.
And you also had like a northeast type of.
yeah. He
Vibe.
swears he's from New York.
Yeah, everyone says that. Like,
Yeah.
He lo-
So I just
it was just,
saw-
I don't know why. If you just
Nothing
look at him, he
against
texts and
Pennsylvania,
talks.
like, but you know,
Yeah.
That give you
Pennsylvania's
New York
trash.
he
vibes?
does give me like New York.
I do like
He loves
saying
Joe
B though.
Buttons.
Like B at the end of sentences is like the freshest shit ever.
And son, you like saying son.
Yeah, damn son.
Nah, I like Joe better.
But anyways, Pac Big, glad we got that resolved.
Let's put
But
a
we-
poll up though.
Yeah, we'll
Bro,
still put a
you
poll.
are 0 for 10,000 on polls.
Let me
Remember,
say it.
he
Wait.
sent us the
Let me
last
say it.
poll.
Let me say it. Let's put a poll up.
Because niggas don't be rocking like we rock.
This I could see Pac winning though, possibly. But let's talk about Verzuz real quick. This weekend, at least last I saw, was supposed to be Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm super hyped. Bro, Earth, Wind, and Fire, to me, like one of the greatest bands ever.
So you got the winner?
Yeah, hell
Yeah, you
yeah.
already said that.
I
Yeah.
didn't win.
You got the Isley Brothers
the
on
Isley
it?
Brothers
What?
are-
Yes, I got the Isley Brothers.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I got the
That is
Isley
tough.
Brothers. The Isley Brothers have made hits in every
Yeah.
era since the 50s.
I'm not
Yes.
disagreeing that, but I still think Earth, Wind, and Fire has more hits that everybody knows. And not to say that's what wins a versus battle.
The
But-
thing is, I don't think that's true. I think that most people don't know
Yeah.
they're listening to an Isley Brothers song.
A lot of people, remake their songs. They like At Your Best. I think Frank Ocean. That's Isley Brothers.
I think a lot of people just don't realize, like, damn, the Isley Brothers made this?
Yeah,
That's
But
true.
hence why
'Cause-
Earth, Wind, and Fire might win, though.
No, because when you hear
No,
something,
yeah, when you hear,
you're
yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
like, damn, I love this song. I just didn't know the Isley Brothers made
Yeah,
it.
Right, or
I
I
thought
love-
that was gonna happen.
I love the Frank Ocean version of the song, or I love the blah 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 version of the song.
Yeah.
Which is what I think is gonna happen.
There is an Isley Brothers song, like a popular ass song that I didn't know that I was listening to the other day. That I was like,
I actually
yo,
went through their essentials with Danny, and I was like, you know this? She's like, huh, I didn't know they made that. You know this? I didn't know they made that. I'm like, yes, the Isley Brothers.
Isley Brothers are super lit.
And they probably won't even include the songs with R. Kelly because he canceled. And those
Yeah.
are some cuts. Contagious.
You're contagious.
Touch me, baby.
Give me what you got.
Know what a man say.
Yeah.
Right.
I was trying to find the song, but
Yeah.
it'll come to me.
Don't
later.
sleep on the Isley Brothers.
I'm not trying to sleep on them, and I don't want to sound like I'm hating.
Bro, it's
but-
always them niggas from PA, bro. Like, I swear to God.
I'm excited because I think it's gonna be a really great battle, and that's a battle that I wish I would be like with my mom to watch.
Yeah,
Because that's music I grew up to.
Yeah, I
Or like my
gotta,
dad.
because I don't think my dad knows anything about verses, but I gotta let him know, like, yo, you need to watch this. But it's on my birthday, so I don't know if I'm gonna get to catch it. But
what are you gonna do on your birthday?
Don't do that. Don't play that.
Oh, my fault.
yeah, you trying to get us demonetized, bro, with the
No, that's
zero
like, that's
monetization
like 2
we
today.
get.
2 mistakes.
Wait, damn,
We
get
giving
demonetized
out
for 10
cash
seconds.
apps on
Oh,
here,
my
bro.
bad. You right, my fault. Yo.
We don't make any money on YouTube, so it's all good, bro. But that's really all I have. Was there anything else that y'all?
Did we want to talk about the Dwayne Wade thing a little bit or no?
The what?
The podcast with
I didn't finish.
we got.
watching
We
it.
should
My
at
phone
least
died.
because we made a bunch of references to who's who on the podcast on their podcast.
Well, we gotta wait till everybody finish watching it, no?
No,
Wait,
I'm just saying,
still-
like we could just talk about.
Wait, are we talking about what? I'm lost.
Me too.
Who won what?
What?
Dwayne Wade, I Am Athlete.
Who won what?
Oh, I am
But
athlete.
yeah, we've been calling Brandon Brandon
Yeah.
Marshall, and been
Yeah.
saying he's whoever. So I
Yeah,
was like,
so a super good podcast. Not that we're trying to promote other podcasts on here, but if you're a sports fan, you should know I Am Athlete at this point. It is a podcast with Brandon Marshall, Chad Ochocinco, Channing Crowder, and Fred Taylor, which all of them at one point had played football in Florida. 3 of them on the Dolphins, and then Fred Taylor is a Jacksonville Jaguars star.
Legend. And Chef
Um,
Nancy. Don't forget about
Oh
Chef
yeah,
Nancy.
Chef Nancy. Shout out Chef. What we got today, Chef?
Hmm.
But they have a podcast on YouTube. It's just on YouTube. Super entertaining. Ocho Cinco is my favorite. I mean, he's my favorite athlete that's living, I guess, today. But we have been referencing some of the other people, and we were trying to figure out who was who on this podcast. So
yeah. Anytime anyone interrupts, and we say that they're being Brandon or Brandon
Yeah.
Marshall. That's what
yeah,
we're talking about because he's infamous for interrupting people.
that shit's so annoying, bro.
But
Zach's Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, I guess I'm Brandon Marshall. Phil was trying to say he Fred Taylor, but ain't no way he Fred Taylor.
I'm definitely. I thought I was.
you're
funny.
chanting
Phil is
100%.
Fred got that OG spirit, and that's how I feel like I rock with.
Yeah,
But you're
he's-
the OG. Like so does Channing, but he has the OG. Like I'm thinking of stuff
yeah,
from a super toxic masculinity standpoint. And
yeah. And
Oh.
Fred's way more laid back and chill, which is AJ. You're more boisterous, which is Channing.
And he had dress too, huh?
Yeah.
True.
he does. He currently does.
But yeah, go check out after you listen to us, of course. Go check out I Am Athlete, or yeah, I Am Athlete. But that's all I have. Y'all got anything else?
I think that's it.
Patty,
If you can describe our personalities in one word, Patty, how would
Ooh,
you do?
yeah,
Since you've been
yeah,
around the
that's actually
game
a
for a
good one.
minute.
Oh man.
I want to do some more Patty focus.
Oh, yeah.
stuff, too.
Yeah.
I also
Lesson,
have-
focus
I
on
have-
nine.
lesson on the Patty G note.
Just
She
Just
thought,
fast forward over
she
the
thought
part
she was
where-
getting up out of this.
I thought I
So like
was.
this
I was
from
doing
your
so good.
experience of being around us and being the unofficial official first lady.
Do we
of
have,
the org.
are we gonna only give her one word? I feel bad.
No,
about
just
just
let it,
giving her
I'll take the one word. Just describe us from your Like,
Don't start with me. Don't look at me. Start over there. I don't want to be first.
I was thinking this way. Sorry. All right, I'll start with AJ.
Who's your favorite?
Oh
No,
my.
I'm not answering that.
AJ.
Who's your
I plead
favorite?
the fifth. I am not answering that.
It's
Who's
either
your
You guys
AJ
are all
or
my
Phil.
favorite.
Who's your favorite?
But I love you guys from two different standpoints.
Oh God.
Who's your favorite?
so dig in.
Again, like AJ's family.
It's
to
a tough
me.
question.
Yeah.
Like I would. Not saying I'm gonna take a bullet for you, Phil, but I would like to like take a bullet for AJ.
And Phil's like the perverted cousin.
Am I the preferred cousin?
No, I go to Phil for a lot of like advice. I know that you guys don't like
What?
Phil. Yeah, I do. I actually go to
Thank
Phil a
you.
lot. Like he helps me out a lot through most of my relationships. I vent to him.
I give good advice. I
He
just don't
does.
take my own advice.
No, yeah, that's the thing. Phil can
Yeah.
Phil can give sound advice, but
Yeah.
don't expect him to follow the things he's saying.
No.
Like, he's gonna give you a perspective, like, hey, this kind of sounds like that's probably right, but don't mean I'm gonna be doing this.
Yeah. So AJ's like family to me. I mean, his mom lives a mile and a half away from my mom, so I'll probably stay close forever. Zach and I bonded through SpongeBob, Bob's Burger, our major,
Yes.
a whole bunch of stuff. So we always had like mini insiders when we were in undergrad together.
Yes, cheated our way through undergrad.
Hey, you got as long as you get your degree.
C's get degrees, y'all.
Yo.
Facts.
Phil.
After this, you still have to describe us in one word. I just wanted you to pick a
Man.
favorite, and I won.
Me, you gotta do it in 7 words.
And you got to think of a favorite memory with all of us.
Oh, jeez,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good
That's
one.
That's a good one too.
That
Yeah,
is a great one.
I have a favorite memory of me and Patricia, and I wasn't even there
What is it?
when I was traveling,
Oh,
and, and it was Brandon. It was your birthday, right, Brandon?
yeah.
It was Brandon's birthday, and I was asleep, and the next morning I get tons of videos because they went out for his birthday and pictures of them just like at my apartment because we all lived together, and this fathead that
Oh,
Luke got of
yeah,
me.
yeah.
They took pictures of themselves before they went out, and my head was like someone was holding my head up in the back, and before they left, they put my my fat head cutout picture in my bed and tucked me and said good night. So I wake up at like 8 in the morning for breakfast and stuff with the team.
Can we
And I'm
post
seeing
that?
all these videos. It's hilarious.
No.
Can we post that?
Yeah, I'm
Post
going
it.
to post it on
We
Instagram.
definitely got to post
I don't
that.
know if you-
That was
I
a
don't
great
know.
picture.
Yeah, it was.
I
Maybe
mean, I don't think
the
I
picture with
have
the-
y'all tugging it in, but I think I
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
have y'all with the fat head, or
group,
maybe
yeah.
the
I
Yeah.
do have the
Yeah.
video. I'm like, go to sleep,
It
AJ.
was one of my favorite videos ever. You and Stephanie.
So
It was funny.
continue on, I almost called you Stephanie. Continue on, Patty.
Which one am I?
You're on
answering?
Phil. You're on Phil.
You're a Phil. You're describing
Aw.
him.
I made Zach's
Yeah,
post.
you're describing me, so I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
So Phil is an extremist,
Mhm.
very much so.
but he's a ride or die. So I'll give Phil that.
I take it.
Brandon is very artistic.
Autistic?
Both. I would say
Jesus
both.
I'll
Christ.
let you guys figure
Nah.
that one out. I'm just kidding. No.
Autistic in the best sense. That's my thought.
Yeah. Definitely is good at expressing himself. Got some really good poems out of Brandon when we were dating.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Oh my
Can
God.
we
Brandon
release
used to
those?
just Brandon used to just write some fire. We were at somewhere, some party, and like you like laid underneath the couch, and was just typing like
Yeah.
your face towards the couch. It was just typing some long poem after you showed me. I was like, yo, that was kind of live. You just wrote it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
It's
know.
really
I'm
impressive. Do
the.
you still do that? Like write
Sometimes,
poems?
yeah, I do.
Not as much under couches.
Yeah, not on the couches part, but like in my spare time, I do when I have time or feel creative, or I just write stories now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on, Patty.
Whoa, we gotta have the favorite memories. My guy.
Oh,
you
Why
know,
you trying to rush
you
her out
wrong.
of here?
Like Brandon. God
My fault.
dang.
My fault.
This
My
nigga
fault.
Zach.
That's a
Bro.
lot. No, there's so
We'll
many
tell you when we're
memories.
done.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
we'll tell you.
Just
No.
pick one memory off the top of your head for each person. Come on, it'd be a
I mean,
rapid
definitely
fire.
Brandon put his cheeks on Phil.
That eliminates both of us.
A
No,
double
that
one.
does not eliminate.
I killed
No,
two-
that
two
doesn't
birds
count
with
for
one
me. I'm
stone.
not-
Yeah.
That is your favorite memory of Phil, is Brandon's cheeks. And
I like
Phil's face.
Zobazak. I used to have so
Oh,
much fun with
Zobazak.
Zach when
Yeah.
we go to Passions or Fort Lauderdale.
Passions was
Zoba.
the shit.
Zoba.
I honestly love going out with all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the only really time I enjoyed going out when we all went together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut the
Yeah.
club down.
Oh, you thick.
I mean, AJ and I have a lot, but honestly, my favorite moment with AJ is when I'm like, where do you live? Where do you live? And I'm like Googling his address. I put my address.
She was
to
like,
look at how
yeah,
close
she was
we
telling me,
live
you're
next to
like,
each
yeah, I
other.
live in Pines, but I'm way west. You'll never know where I live. And she was like, I was like, oh, so what's like the neighborhood called? She's like, Silver Lakes. And I was like, me too. And then she was like, oh, it's in this neighborhood. And I was like, that's right around the corner from me.
I didn't believe him, so I had to Google Maps it. Did I Google Map back in the
Yeah, we Google Maps it and mapped it.
But yeah, no, thanks guys for having me on the podcast.
Oh wait.
I don't like that memory.
So
So
that's
screw
a great.
you.
Phil wants a new memory.
I'm sorry.
He
I
wants,
don't,
he wants his own separate.
Yo, I don't like that.
He's trying to separate himself from the
Nah,
cheeks.
I don't like
But
that.
we are forgetting about a very valued person on here on our pod. We're forgetting about Luki. What's your favorite memory with Luki?
And how
if
you
you
gonna
could
describe
describe
Luki?
like
Luke
Luki.
is a bully.
Yeah, see, early Luke was a dickhead, and that's what
Yeah.
Patricia has in her head.
He was so mean to me. I thought Luke didn't like me for a long time.
So that's two women on this podcast now. That
And I'm the
Yeah.
chauvinist and the
Yeah.
toxic one, so screw all y'all.
What's your
But then I love
Currently,
seeing this, like,
yes, you
I
still
love,
are.
I do love seeing the soft side of Luke, and then like Luke is always like wishing me happy birthday, wishing me congratulations. So I appreciate that from him. But
What's your favorite memory of Luke?
Him- she just said it, him being an asshole.
favorite memory? I don't know. I guess probably been like back in the rec days. I have no idea. I can't think of one off my head.
Yeah.
I didn't hate him because Luke like didn't live at a few for a minute. What happened to
Yeah.
Luke?
Yeah,
he
one of
moved
the
away.
yeah, he moved away for
He
the
moved
second
away
year
when
that
we
we
were,
all
like,
lived together.
At the prime of going out and doing a whole bunch
Yeah.
of fun stuff together.
Yeah.
And we gotta we all gotta post the OG pic with Patty.
Which one is
This
that?
is the first official lady of the org.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We gotta post that on the Sif pod.
Aw, I feel honored. Love you guys.
facts. Love you too, Patty.
I love.
It's the sisterhood.
Am I allowed to talk now?
Yeah, you can close it now.
It's been a pleasure having you on, Patty. We definitely appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure. I've been trying to get you off for the past 15 minutes.
So you will be the last woman of Women's Month.
Yeah,
So we definitely appreciate it.
it's only fitting we say.
Oh wait, you gotta adjust someone's neck. Who has the best neck, according to
Who
Patty?
has the best
I want
neck?
it. I need it. I
Yeah,
need it.
you
I don't
need the
want
neck?
it. I need it.
Oh gosh, this
My
is
thing was
getting-
hurting the whole
I
time.
can't wait to hear this. Shh.
Move your
Relax.
head. Yeah.
I gotta relax. Oh! Oh my God!
That was a good one.
Some good
I feel like
Kyle
I could
ASMR
jump
Yo.
over a
for you
building
guys.
right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. You guys just got
Oh, I can't wait to snip that.
neck.
So if anybody needs
Neck
an
crack.
adjustment, I'm giving myself a shout out. Come visit me at Light First Chiropractic in Pompano Beach, Florida.
You're
Oh my God! I feel amazing now.
All right, Phil, hit the drop.
As always, we appreciate you, Patty.